Hashtag Blue Chew.
Hashtag Blue Chew. This broadcast has been brought to you by Blue Chew. Thank you everybody for pitching in on the Patreon.
If your put a bleep here, if your bleep is too small and your bleeping bleep doesn't bleep it, then go ahead and get some Blue Chew.
Does your partner hate you and your small penis? Get Blue Chew.
Did never mind that.
No, okay. All right. Well,
that's all lined up, you know. So.
All right. Well, we're here with episode 76 of the podcast. Holy shit. 76, baby.
We missed 69. That's crazy.
You know how long it's been?
Too long.
It's been almost 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we're here. We did it. What have we done in 3 months? I don't know. What have you done? Blue Chew. Yeah.
Blue Chew.
I had 3 months worth of Blue Chew.
3 months.
Ate it all in one sitting.
Pan the camera down right now.
No. It's embarrassing.
It just won't go away.
No.
It just won't go away.
It would make people too envious and want to buy Blue Chew. No, can't do it. Not for free anyways.
Not for free. This is Chunches starting up his OnlyFans. If you would like to follow,
it's been a long 3 months, bro. I've been bored. But go ahead. What have you done? Have you started a blue page?
Fuck me, man. Wouldn't you like to know? The fuck have I done? I don't know, man. I'm just gonna rattle bullshit off that I remember because I don't remember everything.
Go ahead. Remember what you can. I write stuff down sometimes.
Yeah, I don't. So me and Wesley played. We were
Wesley.
Here. Yeah. Me and the Was Boy. We played the We Were Here demo, beta. I don't know what they called it, but there's a new game coming out,
alpha,
and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna test this if you guys want to try it." And of course, both of us nerded the fuck out. We're like, "Yes," and I think we beat that shit in like 30 minutes because it was one room.
Oh.
And then like once you're done the one room, it's like, cool, see you back later. And I was like, nah, that's all they're gonna give us. So, but I'm already ready to give them my money for the next game because those games are good. I also tried For Loop. That's definitely an alpha.
Okay.
If it's in beta, they need to delete the game and remake it. It's super bad.
Damn,
don't enjoy it. I don't think that game's gonna be very good. I did buy a bunch of shit on Steam Summer Sale. Yeah. Just gotta wait for this bad boy to load up.
Bad boy.
Let's see. Wait, where's it? Stop. Where's it in? Okay. Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil Resistance.
The remix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Escape Simulator, Meltopia, which is a melting game. And this is like a guilty pleasures game for me, which like it looks super AI made. And all you do is use a flamethrower and other items to melt ice and snow around you, and you get different things to unlock after melting enough. Sounds really dumb, and you know why? Because it is really dumb.
Thanks, AI.
So anybody that wants to talk shit about it, go fuck yourself. Also, hey, how you doing? I bought Morbid Metal. Did I buy this or is this free? I think this is free. I got Duet Night Abyss, I believe, because it's an MMO, and I was just like, I want to play that. I did get the Roadcraft demo about building roads because I want to be a construction worker, but not in real life. I bought Police SWAT through Activision sale because it's, now get this, it's one of those like video game movies where or video games where you go through and watch videos the whole time and it's just real people acting scenes out, talking to you and being like, do this thing. Okay, cool. Now let's go do this thing, you know? Like, do you remember what those are? I don't remember what they're
Like
called.
FMVs, full motion video.
Yes. Yeah. So, that shit's pretty fun, man. I just because it like it's super 80s and like fuck, it's like so cool. What a cool like little just time capsule thing to like hang out with.
Mm.
I bought Halo Campaign Involved. It's not out yet. Then I saw if I buy the premium edition, I get to play it 5 days early. So I returned it and then bought the premium edition. um, so I'm super excited for Halo coming back. And my friends are buying it, I think. So that'll be cool.
Who are your
And
friends?
then
Wesley.
Kyle, just some people online.
Yeah.
I asked Wesley, I think he said like maybe, which is probably no then.
Yeah, probably no. When usually when Wesley says maybe, it's usually a no.
It's not even just him. Like when
No,
people say
usually
maybe,
it's
I just
Wesley.
when people say maybe,
No.
I go, okay, that's probably a no from you.
No, it's usually
Um,
Wesley.
I did buy Hitman 1 through the Hitman like World Assassination thing.
Oh, did you buy like the cheap version? Because
yeah,
I think
the
that
$5 version.
yeah, that gets you. I think just like season 1.
So like what they said online is it's the first Hitman game remade.
Essentially, yeah, it's Hitman 1 on the Hitman 3 gameplay. Like, I don't think it's a new
Right?
engine. I don't think it's a new engine. I think they just changed like some mechanical stuff.
It looks really fucking good. So
Yeah.
whatever.
But they made
Like, it's fine.
Yeah, I
Huh?
mean they made that shit really confusing when like buying it because it's just like
Yes.
it's
Uh-huh.
so goofy and so clunky of just like, okay, what am I getting?
Yeah.
Okay, it's technically Hitman 3, but the other games, but they're running on like how Hitman 3 runs.
Yeah. So it's exactly what I couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine, I'll just pay the small version and then I'll upgrade if I feel like I want to get the rest of it. Because the rest of it's like 30 or 40. And I was like, I just don't know if I like Hitman. I've never played Hitman. So I bought this, I played it, and I don't like Hitman.
No, you just don't like it?
I'm gonna play it because like it's interesting enough to me, but like I don't think I'm gonna go 100% it.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, it's funny you mentioned that because like I've been playing that because I've had it in my backlog for like a while. I remember I streamed like maybe like one mission, but I think I ended up playing like the first season, but it's been so long, so I just went back and right now I'm like going through the first season.
I've seen you play before, and that's why I was like, oh, I do think I liked like watching Chone, so I think I would like to play it. And then after I played it, I was like, I can take it or leave it.
I like stealth games. It's just Hitman is a weird one because I remember I was like, all right, everything in the Hitman series is there on PC. Let me go back and play the original Hitman.
Yeah.
That is such a rough fucking game. The first Hitman is legitimately like PC ass, like this is what we're doing 3D PC games, but we haven't like perfected it yet. And it's just like it's rough. It's incredibly rough and almost archaic. And I just like I got like midway to the point where I was like I can't do this. I genuinely can't because I got to a mission where for some reason, even though I was like pretty much like good stealth wise, the game was like, no, somebody spotted you and now everybody's attacking you. And I genuinely could not get it. And I was like looking online to see whether or not this was a bug or something. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't because like Hitman or Codename 47, that's the first game, is like kind of a weird mess. And like people online were like, "Oh, just put on God mode. Just go put in the prompt command and put in God mode." And I'm like, "That's not fun. That's crazy." But I do hear like Hitman 2 gets better and like the other Hitman games get really good. Minus like Hitman Absolution. Absolution was the one that came out for like 360 and PS3. The only reason why people talk about Absolution is because it came out with a sniping mini game where people really liked that. So I guess IO heard that people really liked the sniping minigame, so they brought it. I think they did like a mobile version of the sniping game, and what is it? They did Uh, they have like a sniping mission for the new Hitman currently, so there's
Okay.
that. Yeah, but I like
Oh,
this. I like this Hitman technically.
I had fun playing the tutorial mission. Where like you get to hide as a cop and then do this and figure out which way you want to do it and everything. The thing I will say is like it's not very direct on like what the fuck to do because like it said like poison the guy's drink and you'll know it's his drink because it'll have this thing over it. So I poisoned it, and then some other guy drank his drink, and I was like, so how do I get him to drink the? I don't understand it, you know.
Yeah, so it's not until like after you finish like doing the level that like it starts to open up a little bit more.
No, it did though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like it gave me the option to poison him, so I was like, yeah, I'll do the poison, and then I did it and it didn't work right. But the like I think the most fun part I had was I picked up an AR on like my third run through of it and just shot everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, usually how that goes.
I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go like do a dumbass thing in here because fuck this shit. But
It can be really fun, especially like learning the levels and stuff like that, because that's what I did
yeah.
with like the free roam for like the prologue mission. It's just like, okay, here's like other things that you can do of just like you can make this barrel explode on the guy, or you can like uh give the guy that he's supposed to meet like a tummy ache, and then you go take out that guy and take his clothes and then go
Yeah,
impersonate.
yeah.
Yeah. So I really like that aspect of like the Hitman series of just like, you know, essentially like disguising yourself and going into levels that way. But yeah, it's a weird series because it's just like I know people are like really fond, but specifically for like Hitman 2 or Hitman Blood Contracts, I think is the other one, where those were the ones where people were like, this is like really good Hitman, and then, you know, everything else that came out afterwards has like been a toss up essentially.
I was expecting it to be more like Splinter Cell, and it doesn't feel like Splinter Cell. So
No, yeah, I like Splinter Cell. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, I have a couple Splinter Cell games that I need to try to play. I've just never played them. But...
I need to go back and actually finish the Splinter Cell that I wanted to actually like get through. It's Double Agent, which is the fourth Splinter Cell game. This was like the weird in between that happened where they were transitioning to like the newer consoles, so they had Double Agent for the original Xbox and then Double Agent for the 360. So on Xbox digital, you can get the original and you can get the 360 version, which I hear are drastically different games. So I kind of actually want to see and what happens, like why there's such a big difference between these two games with the same title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure most of them are probably good. But
I really liked the second one or the third one. I don't remember. It was one where you can actually like mess around with like fabrics and stuff like that. You can cut through them and like get into tents and stuff like that. It was really cool. And I think the enemy also realizes that like, oh shit, like there's a hole in the tent. Like, what? Let me go investigate. And yeah, Splinter Cell was really good. That's the thing, man. I love stealth games. I do. I'm not good at stealth games, like, but I genuinely like really like figuring out a level and like trying to get around it. And it's funny because like I remember a lot of people really disliked Deathloop, but I really liked learning the levels of Deathloop. You know. Do you remember that game, Deathloop?
Deathloop, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I liked it for what it was. But I mean, I liked it because, you know, it felt like Dishonored. I like Dishonored.
I did not like Dishonored.
Oh man, it's really...
Sorry,
bless you. I love Dishonored. I love that series. I told you I 100%ed like all the games. Got all the trophies.
You 100% oh yeah.
Yeah. Dishonored 1, 2, and Death of the Outsider.
1, 2, 3.
I have to say, two is genuinely like really, it's top. It's top, and I feel like also Death of the Outsider is also something that like people who really like Dishonored have to give that game a chance because that is technically Dishonored 3. That is like the curtain call of Dishonored overall, which is crazy to think. Yeah. I'm sad that like
Dishonored 3.
I'm sad that Redfall wasn't good.
The Redfall was on the
Vampires.
vampire one?
Yeah.
I had so much fun. It's bad though.
Mm-hmm.
Which I just like bad games to be fair, so you know.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I might buy it when it's like $1.
I don't think you can buy it anymore. I think you
Yeah,
have to only play it on. I think you can only play it on Game Pass, which is crazy, by the way.
Is it straight up just gone?
I think so.
No, it's on Steam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they just got rid of it because there's no more like anything for it.
Yeah, they stopped updating it. That I remember. What else you got?
Sorry, need 1 second to type something. Okay. American Truck Simulator. I got that.
Okay.
Because I got a driving wheel thing for driving games.
Mhm.
And then I bought BeamNG.drive, which is a
That's also the driving sim game, right?
yeah, it's like a realistic thing though. Like
Yeah, driving sim.
you can like slam the car into a wall and it shows how it brakes, and like you can like tune the car very specifically. Like it's almost like being in a garage, but obviously you're God and picking everything up easily.
Mm.
Then I got Species Unknown. This is a multiplayer shooter. It's a co-op first-person shooter against aliens, horror as well.
Mm.
Um, just something I saw. I was like, you know, I kind of
I'll
just want
pick
to
it up.
try it.
Mhm.
Huh?
No, like something you saw and you were like, I'll pick it up. I guess.
Yeah. I got an NSFW game.
Oh my god, did you get Mirror 2?
No, it's called Train 45. Um, honestly, it's not bad. Your whole thing is you need to go. You get stuck on a train with these two women.
Oh man.
And the train is a not safe for work train.
Everybody fucking on the train.
Yes.
Goddamn.
So like you have to find the anomalies on the train and get to like the end of the train finally, and then you can get released, and like you just basically fuck your way to the train. So yeah. I mean, I was like, a couple dollars. I want to try it. Fuck it. My friend sent me Final Sentence, the typing game. Um, I mean, for a couple dollars is not bad, but like, I don't know. I don't really want to play a typing game. It's cool though. Like, I had fun playing with them.
Mm.
Uh, and then I bought Deus Ex Human Revolution, which I already have on.
Hey.
I already have it on PlayStation, but I wanted to play it again, so I bought it again because it was again a couple dollars. Then I bought Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which I think is the one I didn't play.
That's a sequel, yeah.
Yeah. So I was very excited for that because I love this, robotic man.
The cyber future.
Then I bought Don't Sleep with the Fishes, which is the fishing game thing. I think it's where it's like a horror.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I bought Edge of Eternity, which is, I believe, a JRPG.
Is it returning? Oh yeah. I think I've seen
action RPG, JRPG, story rich, action adventure. Yeah. Just look good. Open world. Haven't played a real JRPG in a while that isn't Final Fantasy, so just wanted to play something else.
You should get Metaphor.
I accidentally got Metro 2023 Redux because it came with another game that I bought.
Oh, okay.
I got RoboCop Rogue City. I got Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Okay.
I got another driving game called Wreckfest, and that's more exciting because you get to just wreck shit.
Hmm.
Um, what else? I think that was free. I bought Lasers. That's terrible. Don't buy it. I
Lasers.
bought Luxor HD. Yeah, Lasers is a uh don't get hit by the laser game where you try
Okay.
to avoid it. It's super bad, terrible. Uh Luxor HD, which you know what Luxor is, right? Luxor.
I don't think so.
It's the ball game where you got to match the colors before it gets to the end.
Mm.
Anyways,
I don't
so
play that nerd shit.
I got Pizza Possum. Where you're
Pizza Possum.
Possum trying to get pizza. And then
Damn,
I
should
bought
play that.
another not safe for work game. Um and this one you are uh what is it called? A tech repair guy. It's called Sex Secrets Use Tech.
Okay.
And you like are this tech repair guy and you get um what is it? You get hit up by this hot thief who steals phones and wants you to clean them so they can be sold, which is like a super like stupid premise.
That's fine.
And then yeah, and then like you can either help the cop or you can help her, and you know depending on who you help, you get to see more gameplay with. And then so like that's okay. I mean that one was like I don't know, it's fine. I bought Simple Planes, which is a plane building game, and then you get to see how far it flies. Not how far it flies, but like you get to fly it and see if
Mhm.
it flies faster than the last one you made or better or whatever. Um, I bought Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, which I have watched videos on this like my childhood basically, and I always was like, oh, it'd be super cool to have a computer that can run that. And then I saw it in my Steam thing, and I was like, $5, and I'm pretty sure my PC can run this because I have like a really good PC now.
Mhm.
And I got I made one Super Saiyan Go I'm sorry, I made one non-Super Saiyan Goku fight 10,000 Darth Vaders, and he just beat the shit out of all of them.
You're living the
So
dream. Living the dream.
well, and then I made a Super Saiyan Goku fight uh I think like 10 Hulks. And he just shot like every time he punched one, they would go to the stratosphere and never come back. And he didn't know what to do, so he just walked in a circle waiting for them to come back.
I was really hoping you would make a Super Saiyan Darth Vader.
I don't know if you can do that, so yeah.
Do it. You
I
can.
bought Wizard with a Gun. I bought Besiege.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bought Binding of Isaac Complete Edition. Um, didn't play any of those yet, but
Yep.
Binding of Isaac, my one friend really wants me to play, so I bought it.
I really should play Binding of Isaac, but I'm like
Yeah.
debating whether or not to play that or actually start playing Eugenics.
Either or.
Yeah.
I bought Raft. I bought Sworn. Raft is a survival game on a raft. You get to go to like different places and fight people and level up your raft. And then Sworn is, I think it's they call it roguelike or yeah, action roguelike, hack and slash co-op. You just get to go around and like gear up and fight more stuff. It's kind of like Hades, but multiplayer.
I think I saw this, yeah.
Yeah, this got really bad reviews, but it's because of its like connection problems, and I'm just banking on them not having connection problems later on.
Oh, that's cool because I see it's bundled with another like Hades like that I got, which is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Oh, the Splintered Fate.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why I have sworn that. I don't know. I think I bought them separately, but who knows? I did buy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. The only reason I bought this game is because I went to my friend's house and his son kept asking me to help him beat it because he couldn't do certain things, and like I would beat the big bad guy for him.
And you're
He'd
like,
go,
move,
whoa!
kid. You're like, move. Shredder's mine. Cowabunga, dude.
And then like after I beat the bosses for him, I was like, I mean, I'd probably play this game.
It looks
And
fun. It looks
it's
fun.
pretty good. It's not bad. It's. I will say it's not great though.
Yeah.
So it is. It's a little fun. It's cool. Then I bought another game called Grapples Galore. Um, and this game is all about just grappling around. Oh my bad, I didn't buy it. It's free to play. It's just physics parkour. You just shoot around and jump around. It's like Spider-Man if you put two grapples on or a grapple on one hand on each hand and just swung around. So looks good. Haven't tried it yet. Excited to try it. I did download a demolition game called Salvation Denied. It's co-op. It's like physics and stuff, and it just looks like a funny sandbox thing. You're little robots, you get to blow up stuff. Looks cool. Can't remember who told me about this, but I do want to try this game, which is like a puzzle game. It is called Order of the Sinking Star, and I have the demo because the game's not out yet, but it's a little puzzle game, like top-down puzzle, and you got to figure out how to get to like the different places and finish the puzzles up. So that's cool. And then there's another demo I got called Project Doors, which looks cool because like it's basically like the idea of like I can't remember, like I think Loki, the TV show, kind of did this where like you would open a door and it's a new place to go, like a whole different universe, right?
Okay.
So
yeah,
you get to open doors and see where you're going, and
or
it's just
Monsters Inc.
Thank you. There you go. Monsters Inc. My bad. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool. I just demo, might as well try it. Then there's this game called Polaris.
I think I've heard of this.
This is a survival game in the Arctic, and it just looks cool. Just wanted to see how it looks. It like visually, it's kind of pretty. So maybe it'll be good. I got Mistfall Hunter. Again, the demo. Haven't tried this, but again, like very pretty looking game, dark fantasy, Souls like PvP, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I got Mecha Chameleon, which everyone's playing, and that is very fun if you have a group of friends. I do highly recommend, like, we all should play it if you have time. I mean, I don't know if you would really enjoy something like that, but if you would, we should try it out. What is this one? I can't remember. I think this is MMO. Yeah, this is like an MMO open world craft survival craft game. Wild Terra Terra 2. I got the demo because wait, was the game free? No, it was their game was free for like a day or something. So I don't know what's going on. There's like an update for it, and you got to pay for the update. But I was like, yeah, I want to play like a good MMO. Like, haven't played a good one in a while, so I'll try this out. Doesn't look great, but we'll find out. What is this? This is like a sled racing game, or not sled racing, but like a sled dogging game. Called the Red Lantern.
I think I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did get that. I don't even know. I'm gonna be real. Some of this shit, I just don't remember where I got this from. Yeah, this is. I don't need to talk about this. No, cancel. Where's Steam? And then I bought Fable early because I know I'm gonna play the fuck out of that.
Never
that
played a
doesn't come
Fable
out
game.
until next year.
Never played a Fable game.
They're good.
Should I stream a Fable game?
The old ones?
Yeah. I have the ability. I have the ability. Like I have the games. Yeah, I have the games physically and an Xbox One. So
fuck it, you should do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought Remothered.
Oh, Remothered, Retold,
Remothered, Tormented Fathers. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
It just looks cool. Looks a little scary game.
Yeah.
A demo called Chop Chop. It's a little cozy looking game. I downloaded Service IT because I like IT games because I like touching computers. And then I bought Joe Danger 1, Joe Danger 2, The Last Campfire, No Man's Sky, Car Mechanic,
Damn, dude, you spent a lot.
Simulator, Thick as Thieves, Super Meat Boy Forever, Subnautica 2, and that's it. I think Subnautica 2 was before this though.
Yeah, I think it was a little.
I think Thick as Thieves is the one where it starts actually buying stuff.
Okay.
I bought a lot of stuff, but like I had like I think 300 on my account just like sitting there because I knew I was gonna do stuff for summer sale.
Okay. That's fair.
And I also got the Path of Exile big boy package finally, which like I had already spent up to 200 on it. I just had to spend like another 2 to get the big package. So now I have all the cool stuff for that. Oh, I also bought me and my friend all the DLC for Ready or Not because those were whenever they go on sale, it's always half price. So they're $5 each.
Okay.
And me and him really like the game, so I picked that up. And I did pick myself up the Risk of Rain DLCs because those were up as well. Uh, I got Windrose as well, which I can't remember if I said that last time or not. But yeah, I think that's it. That's all like the stuff I bought.
Okay.
And then what have I actually been playing? I've been playing a lot of League, which is like it's so sad. I hate like doing that, but I go back to League is my like definite go back to game to fall back on and play. And it's been really fun to watch the Midsummer Invitationals, which like whoever wins this, they get to go to Worlds for free, and they also open a spot for their region to get another spot to go as well. So it gives you basically like 3 spots if you win for your country.
Yeah.
And then I think I told you before I was watching House, but I finally finished all of House.
God damn.
All
I know is
man,
that
the last season's pretty lackluster.
yeah. I hear House has like a pretty weird downfall.
Yeah. It's like I don't know why they wrote it that way, but it's whatever. He's still a cool character. He's what does he remind me of? He reminds me of like Rick and Morty. He reminds me of Rick. How like he's super smart and nobody else understands like why he's an asshole. And it's just like because nobody else understands him basically. Which like
but he doesn't let anybody in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then the one person that he let in fucking dies.
Who, Rick?
No, Wilson.
Did Wilson die?
I'm pretty sure Wilson's dead. Or he was dying or something.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at the other ones.
Man, maybe I guess I'm rewatching.
I don't think he died. Maybe he gets like a disease and then he's dying. But Wilson's girlfriend dies and that fucks him up.
Oh yeah, that too.
So I don't know if Wilson actually dies, but I swear I don't remember hearing that there. But maybe I like fell asleep on an episode or something. Anyways. So
yeah, you're right. He doesn't die. He's alive.
Yeah. Thanks, man. So
true, the house nerds will come after us after our Blue Chew announcement.
I just watched this is gonna make you laugh probably, but I just watched Iron Man 1 and I was like, man, it's a good movie. And then I watched Iron Man 3 today. I don't want to watch Iron Man 2 because it's just so boring. Something about like maybe I've seen that one too much, or I just don't think like that movie really like did what I wanted to. So I want to point out a thing that happens in Iron Man 3 real quick, which is so Rhodey, right? The War Machine guy, the dude that's like an actual like veteran, or army person. Him and Stark are going to the facility to save Pepper and other people, and they don't have suits because like the suits are down or something, right?
Yeah.
So Tony is walking with Rhodey, and Rhodey goes, "You got a gun on you?" And he goes, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Is it loaded?" He goes, "I think so." And then he goes, what do you want me to do? And he's like, I want you to follow me and shoot at the bad guys and don't shoot me in the back. And he goes, I think I could do that. And he goes, okay. So they start shooting at somebody and Tony misses all his shots and Rhodey hits the light and Rhodey goes, you missed all your shots. And Tony goes, well, you missed yours too. And he goes, nah, like I was aiming for that. And he goes, you were aiming for a light. Nobody can hit that from here. And then he stands up, shoots the light next to the other light, and then looks back at him. And he's just like, yeah, okay, sure. Which made me go, oh, Tony Stark can't do anything if he doesn't have his suit. He's actually just dog shit.
Yeah, basically. He's just smart. That's all it is. Yeah. That's kind of the whole point. Is like that's Iron Man in general. It's just like it's him in the suit.
Dude, that shit made me laugh so hard. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah. He's not Black Widow or Nick Fury.
So that was really funny.
I have not seen Iron Man 2 in like forever. I remember when that came out and a lot of people were like really mixed about it. And
I mean, it's a good movie. It's just, I don't know. I think Iron Man's best movies is 1 and then the Avengers.
Yeah. I mean, I like Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War was cool.
Yeah.
I did watch Obsession.
Fuck. I haven't seen it.
Would you like to know how I watched it?
How did you watch it? Did you live
TikTok?
Through...
Somebody streamed it on TikTok. And
God
I watched it through them.
I'm surprised you watched that on TikTok. Did you watch American Vigilante or Citizen Vigilante on the Twitter.com? Thanks to Elon.
No.
Okay.
What?
Do you not know about this movie?
No.
Citizen Vigilante came out. It's a movie by well-known director Uwe Boll. If you don't know who Uwe Boll is, he is the guy that directed the live-action adaptations of Postal, the video game, Blood Rain, House of the Dead, and a couple other like video game movie things.
That sounds like a solid background, though.
His movies are rough, even at like a campy standpoint. But on the topic of Citizen Vigilante, this movie has garnered in a bunch of like white supremacists to basically like rally against this movie, because the whole idea is your main character is a guy that targets criminals, obviously because it's the vigilante aspect. But then the thing where it gets really weird is that this is what I've heard online. I haven't seen the movie. Is that he starts to go after those criminals' families and starts executing the families of the criminals. And then the majority of the criminals that he executes are mostly like Arabic Muslims. And it just became this whole thing where a bunch of white dudes started rallying behind this movie and being like, yeah, this is the movie that we need now, because they're invading our homes. It's a very weird movie. But the reason why I'm bringing up the whole thing with like Twitter is because Elon got a copy of the movie and basically put it on Twitter for people to watch.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're watching Obsession on TikTok, have a double feature and go on Twitter and watch a racist movie. But like even then, Uwe Boll is a weird case, because like that dude has problems. Like really weird problems. But yeah. What else you got? How is Obsession?
Oh, dude. What a fucking good movie. Holy shit. So
And a YouTuber did that.
I know. Like super well done. You know, there's a way to look at it and go, this thing's been made a million times, but like the way he did it just like for some reason resonated with me really hard. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Like, just really enjoyed like fucking creeped as didn't like nothing in that really creeped me out until there's like a one part, and I don't want to say it because I want you to watch it and like, make your own like assumption of it, but like there's a point where like they do a thing and you're like, oh no no no, like we go home now, like
So
we're
that
done.
that's what I hear. I've been hearing online like this movie has the ability to get to the verge of like I think I want this to stop. Like I think I need to stop watching this. Like it gets to that feeling of uncomfortableness of just like I don't want to be in this room right now. Which it's hyping me up a lot. I was planning on seeing this over at my movie theater, but like the thing is that like I've been working like fucking Tuesdays, and Tuesdays is usually like cheapskate Tuesdays for my theater.
Yeah.
So it's just like I haven't been able to watch it, and I think it's now out of theaters. I think now it's like on streaming services. So because I wanted to watch that and Backrooms, but I'm too late on this. But yeah, I'll probably like either pick up a copy or probably rent it if I decide to.
Yeah.
Yeah. YouTubers, baby.
Good ass movie. Sorry, I'm trying to think. There was a movie. Um, shit. Not Long Legs. What are the like most recent movies? Let me look at my phone real quick. 'Cause I did write it to somebody.
Horror movies?
Yeah, there's one kind of recent that like not. I think Obsession was better than Long Legs, but I think Long Legs is its own different like category of
Yeah.
scary.
I really liked Long Legs, but that's I know a lot of people didn't like. It's a very
No,
mixed movie.
that's what I'm saying. It's like I think Long Legs is good. It's just like
It's
it's
different.
different. So
It's different.
oh, weapons. I think Obsession, like if they went head to head at the box office, Obsession should blow weapons out of the fucking water, man. Obsession was so much better.
Yeah, Weapons is a weird one because it's like it it is a horror, but it's like it gets to kind of the verge of like comedy. So it's like Obsession. I know for a fact it can have like some dark comedic moments, from what I understand. But like Weapons is it's like its own case as well because like the weird, supernatural shit that they do like midway in the movie, or even then at the beginning of the movie, because it's just like that setup. I think that's the one thing that I really liked about Weapons. It's like the setup at the beginning. It's just like kids at like this specific time just got up and left. Don't know, and for some reason, this teacher is like behind all this for some reason.
Yeah, well, weapons is fine. You watch weapons, right?
Yeah,
Um, you know, it having to do with witchcraft was kind of like
spoilers.
to me, and then like, well, that's what I'm saying. Is like you watched it.
Yeah, spoilers. I didn't watch it.
Um,
I didn't watch it. I'm kidding. That would be wild.
and
Yeah, I that's what I'm saying is that like, and I'm very curious to see what like Zach Krieger does. Anything else with weapons? Because I think he was like hinting that he might like do like a prequel or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. He came out and said he's going to.
Okay. But I'm actually kind of interested in his Resident Evil movie. So
Eh, I have to see it. I won't be able to be like, yes, I think it's going to be good or no.
yeah,
'Cause, like,
I'm not.
From what I watched, I'm not excited, but I will watch it though. To make my opinion.
I'm interested in what he's going to do based in the world of Resident Evil. So that's just me. As somebody that really likes the Resident Evil games, I just want to see what he's going
Right.
to do in that world. Which
Totally.
from a lot of the teaser trailers is like it's going in a weird direction, but that's Resident Evil in general.
Totes.
Anything else?
I watch anything else? No. The only other thing I did was I got a new microphone, which I'm not using because it's not here yet. But I got some like pads for my desk, like like
Mouse-
ergonomic shit.
Oh, okay.
Cause like I rest my arm down. Like so I'll play League for like 3 hours, or Path of Exile for 5 hours, and my arms hurt.
Mm.
So I was like, I should really get something to like not make my arms hurt when I'm just leaning on the desk. So I got some pads for my like actual arms, and then I got some for my wrists as well.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that that will allow me to feel a little better with my arms and stuff. Um, Trying to think. Oh, I also got the Huntsman Razer
Mouse.
keyboard.
Oh, keyboard. Okay.
Yeah, because I bought a 60% keyboard, and I'm currently fat fingering stuff in my games, and I am tired of it. The reason I bought the 60% keyboard was because I have an issue reaching the F keys, F1, F2,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh, I don't even use those in my games really. And now I just don't care anymore because I'm like, well, I keep hitting the wrong keys, so I don't want to keep doing that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Man, I'm just looking
that's it pretty much.
at my computer peripherals. I'm looking at my mouse. I love this mouse so much.
Which one do you got?
The Asus Harpy Ace.
Huh.
It's really light. That's why I really like it, because I remember when I first got this. I got this like maybe like 2 years ago. Like it's super super light. And I just like the white, but I realized that like it gets dirty like pretty bad. But yeah, I really dig it. And then you could also have like a DPI settings and like customize your own DPI and shit like that, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah. And then I have another Asus ROG keyboard, which is like I think the 65% keyboard. And yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I like the smaller keyboards. It's just
Same.
it's just hard to fucking not hit something else.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Damn, bro. 3 months worth of stuff. I don't
Like
know.
I said, I'm sure I watched a bunch of stuff. I just don't remember it, man.
Yeah. All right. What did Chonch do? Guess it's Chonch time. I'm about to Chonch.
Hell yeah.
God. The biggest thing I would have to say in this period, I got one of these.
Oh,
I got
how do
one
you
of
like it?
so I haven't used it as much. I got it like maybe like 2 weeks ago. So I haven't been on my PC as much. I have been connecting it to my Steam Deck. It's weird on how well it actually like conforms. And look, Chonch hands are kind of like, I have like stubby fingers.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty comfortable. The only thing that is a little goofy is obviously like the back buttons, but I mean for most controllers now, they're gonna have a back button. The puck is really cool. This little thing where I have this connected to my computer most of the time, and then the cool thing is that you can actually transition from puck or Bluetooth. So that's how I like, when I'm not using my computer, I go to my Steam Deck when I don't want to use a shit ton of power, and then I just connect it to Bluetooth, and it works really, really well. I know there's like a little Easter egg for this thing where I think if you drop it like 3 feet, it makes a Wilhelm scream, which is really funny. And I think the other cool bit is that there's an option to like find your controller. So if you're on Steam and you're like, where the fuck's my controller? There's like a little thing on the Steam bar where it's like find controller, and it like vibrates, but like it's a very like high pitched like vibration sound. Overall, the time that I used it on my PC, it's been comfortable because I can actually like go to my bed and like for my TV, because my PC's connected to my TV, I don't have to finagle with shit because of the thing that annoys me a lot is like trying to get something to the mouse, essentially cursor to move around. And right. The trackpads obviously are the things that are the mouse. So it, for lazy people, it's pretty good because it's just like, cool. I don't have to like walk over, grab my keyboard or like move my mouse and like do this other bullshit. I could just use the trackpads and click on stuff, and that's pretty much great. The other thing is that like you can press the Steam button and then you're put into big picture mode. So there's that tidbit, but yeah, because the reason why I mentioned this is because like the thing that I keep thinking about is I've been replaying a little bit of Assassin's Creed 2, and that game has an issue where like sometimes whenever you quit out, it just like resets on what controller or like peripheral you're playing on. So sometimes it just reverts back to keyboard and mouse. So then you have to finagle with it and like, okay, gotta get my controller set up and, you know, press the buttons and all this other stuff. Now with this, it's just like, okay, when that happens, I just move trackpad, click on what I need to do, and then, you know, make my bindings and stuff like that. So it's been really cool. Yeah, it's a fat controller, but like I said, like ergonomically, like it has like the same like visuals of like a PS4 controller kind of, you know, like this has been like my main like PC like controller for the most part. So it has like these ergonomics where you can kind of see. It's just like the only thing that makes it wider is obviously the track pads.
Yeah, it's funny because it just blurred that controller out completely.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, there you go. The Game Sir. This also has like
Game Sir.
Yeah, I really like this controller. I really do.
I never bought those controllers because I hate the name Game Sir.
The Game Sir, and I also have I have a shit ton of controllers.
Really?
Yeah. Oh god. Disconnected that. The 8-bit Do Ultimate. This was like something that I was using on my like when I'm gaming on my bed for my PC.
Yeah.
But this has always had the issue. It was like whenever you want to finagle with like the cursor for the mouse, it can get really goofy. But this is also a very good controller as well. So, you know.
I have the Xbox version of that, and it is stuck in Switch mode. I don't know how to switch it back to Xbox mode.
I think you have to press like the X button with like the 8-bit Do button. There is like video tutorials on like how to switch it back and forth.
Yep. So can't find one for my very specific controller.
Oh, okay.
And
you might have to look at the user manual because 8-bit Do's stuff is there.
I threw that all out.
It's online.
Yeah. So what I ended up doing today was I have the what's it called? The wireless pairing device 2, because there's a second version of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that works with the Switch 2. That's why I bought it. And so it connects to that for the Switch. And then my other dongle, which is the first one that came with the controller, I plugged that in, and now it acts like an Xbox one that's plugged in. And I immediately went, huh? Like, okay, whatever, got it. Like, it works. I hate you.
Weird. Very weird.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, 8-bit Do has this thing where like you also have to like constantly, not constantly, but like you have to keep an eye out whether or not it needs to be like updated and stuff like that. So there's also issues like that.
Yeah, I ended up doing all that today too, updating all the
firmware.
Yeah, all the firmware.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll probably play with this a lot more now. But it's cool. I dig it. I mean, I have to like it because I bought it. Yeah, but it was crazy because it's like when these got like announced for sale, you essentially had to be put on a wait list. So I signed up, and then they sent me an email, like, I think like a month afterwards, and was like, yeah, you have the ability to order now. So you got like 3 days till you make a decision. So I was like, all right. So I bought it. Here it is. That's it. The other thing I wanted to mention, I also got a Switch 2. So been digging with that, playing a bunch more Switch stuff.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah. As for stuff I've been playing, well, I mean, for stream stuff, damn, bro, we've been gone for like a whole ass like 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay, so Raito I beat. Okay, Pragmata came out. I finished Pragmata. South of Midnight, finished that.
Such a good game.
And I just finished recently No More Heroes 3. So yeah.
I was so sad that South of Midnight didn't get as much love as it deserved.
It's a good game. It's good. I really like the mythology behind it, of it being like a combination of like
Yep.
African folktale with like obviously southern ideals. Because
Yeah.
that's most like folk tales from the South, is that like it's usually something based off like stories of like African tales and stuff like that, from like slaves that like told stories like that. So I really like it because it's like it also adds to the effect that like white people always be messing around with things they don't understand, because it's just like you have Hazel, who's biracial, but then you have her grandmother who's just like, I'm going to basically take this thing and like force myself upon it, which was like the Weaver abilities. But even then, you have her grandmother explain like her reasoning as to why she's doing all this stuff, and it's really sad. And you have empathy for her grandmother, but at the end of it, it's just like she's just fucking shit up with no recourse. Thinking that there's no recourse.
Yeah.
I'm just a little sad as to like the news that's happening with Xbox now, because that's another thing that's been going on. So we'll talk about it a little bit towards the end, but man, fucking Microsoft and Sony are doing some bullshit. Some really, really goofy bullshit. But yeah, that's what Chonch has been streaming. I'm trying to figure out what to stream next. I'll probably figure that out. I don't know when. Probably this week. As for stuff I've been playing, you've been playing League, bro. I've been playing 2XKO.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's not
I'm
that
just glad
bad.
you're in the universe, bro.
It's not that bad. It's actually pretty alright. And
No shit, it's a good fighting game.
why is everyone so hot?
About what? Oh,
Why is everyone so hot?
because it's League of Legends. They
Yeah.
have to make everybody have big titties and
What?
muscles.
Yeah, I can't believe Timo's that hot. Anyways.
Don't do that.
So it's a very interesting fighting game, because obviously it's a free-to-play fighting game, but the thing that actually kind of threw me in for a loop, and which I thought was actually going to be more of a problem for me, which ended up not being a problem with me, is actually getting characters. Because you have the ability to test out which character you want to play as, because there are combo trials that you can try out with every character, and you can see who you want as like your character. There's also like what's it called? Login bonuses and stuff like that you do, or like challenges and stuff like that like earn you points. So you can get enough points and then buy a character, or you get a character token by doing specific challenges and stuff like that. So I had a character token. I forget who I got first, but then there are new characters that were added that like, hey, if you do all these challenges, you can essentially get these two characters. So the new characters were Senna and Thresh. And I did all the challenges and I got both characters. So it's like, oh, there's actually a really easy way to get new characters or to get older characters. Older characters is a little iffy because it's like you need at least like 10,000 like points in order to get one character. But like I said, you have the ability to choose like, okay, am I feeling this character? Not really. All right, so let me get this other character. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing like the challenges and stuff like that, and I've been earning enough points in order to get characters that I do want. So right now I'm like working with like Thresh and Vi. So they've been kind of fun. Right now I have enough points to buy another character. So I'm trying to figure out who I want to get, because right now the options are Blitzcrank, Caitlyn, Warwick, and shit, who is the other one? Because there are free characters technically. Because there, I think Echo. Oh god, what's the lady with the tentacles?
Alawi,
and Darius and Braum.
you should pick up Darius or Alawi.
Well, they're free. Like they're there. They're part of the roster.
Who are the ones you got to pick up then?
Warwick, Caitlyn, Blitzcrank, and I'm forgetting the other one. Oh, Akali is also another choice.
Okay, I could see Akali being a fun one.
Akali's weird. She has a weird like thing that she does where when she activates a smoke screen, she does more moves. So it's this thing where like I'm doing the combo trials for her now, and it's like it's very specific as to like how how you utilize the smoke screen, because obviously, like I said, it unlocks more moves. So it's a little, it can be a little tricky. It's a very, like I'm saying, it's a very interesting fighting game because it's like, it seems simple because the inputs are pretty simple, but then that's kind of the thing with those like simple fighting games in theory, is that like, oh, you're just pressing buttons and that's it. And it's like, no, there's more to it. If you time things correctly with a simple input, it becomes a little bit more complicated and stuff like that. So it's interesting. And then I've been checking out, like, Evo happened as well. So there was a like a tournament that happened for 2XKO, and I think Sonic Fox was on a team with somebody else and against another guy. I think they were doing duos, and then the other guy was doing Juggernaut, and essentially it was one guy v2, and the two team happened to be Sonic Fox and another player. But it's crazy, wacky, wild, like, movement and bullshit that happens in that game. But overall, you know, like I'm saying, is that like I'm playing through it, I'm trying to get a feel for it. I like what I'm playing so far. I like Vi's stuff that she does. I think Vi is cool. I think so far I'm like thinking about maybe Warwick, but I'll have to play a little bit more of Dogman. And yeah, like I said, I was genuinely surprised that it is actually kind of like
Fucking Dogman.
It's relatively like easy to get points in order for you to get more characters. Like, I thought it was going to be like, oh, you got to buy money, you got to use money to buy the characters, and then it becomes this whole thing where it's like you're constantly buying. And it's like, no, actually, the game gives you the ability to actually get these characters for free. You know, you got to
so that's the way League of Legends works, and that's the way Riot kind of keeps everything. I think is characters are free and reasonably obtainable. Cosmetics are expensive.
Oh yeah, in this in 2XKO, cosmetics are gross.
Yeah,
that's the thing that I don't like. The cosmetics are grossly priced.
It's on. To be fair though, you're getting a free game, which to me is the fine thing.
Yeah,
I don't need the cosmetics, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't need to see Caitlyn's ass all the time, all right? Maybe Senna's ass, but Caitlyn, I don't need to see that paleness.
All I'm saying is, you know,
maybe Thresh.
Maybe Thresh. You know, $30 ain't that bad, you know?
But yeah, it's just the cosmetic stuff is where I'm a little deterred in buying, because it's just like,
what's the price looking like for a cosmetic?
I think for one character, I think it's like maybe like $10 or $15.
Oh, that's not bad. That's literally League. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. So, but that's just me. But you know, I have to take a step back because I spent money on fucking Mortal Kombat 1 costumes because they played on my nostalgia, and I'm like, I can't be on the high horse. I can't. I have to step off the horse and be like, I spent money on this other game that is possibly dead.
But to be fair though, like, if it gave you enjoyment at the time, at least you got the enjoyment that you got, you know? And like, if you're gonna end up playing, let's say Double Knockout makes it like 10 years. I don't know how long it's gonna go for, but if the game goes for a long time, you know, you will be using those skins, you know?
Yeah.
And it really comes down to that, but really, too, as well, is like, is it one of the games you're going to keep playing? Do you like it that much, you know?
Yeah. But that's also the caveat, is that like whether or not it's still going to keep going, because like that news that happened like months ago where it's like essentially they reduced the amount of people on that like team. Yeah. So it's just like, who knows?
I don't think they'll shut the game down because the game's made.
Yeah.
There's no reason to shut it down.
But balance patches and stuff like that are the one thing that is just like really dependent on whether or not the team is still there.
Totally. Yeah, totally. But I also think like you don't need a huge team to kind of run that right now. If it gets any bigger, then maybe they'll need to bring people back.
To be fair, I mean, like, characters are not coming out like every so often. Like, they just announced Lux and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Who's the other character? Lux and Lady with Sword and Gun.
Oh, Samira.
Samira, there we go. Lady with Sword and Gun.
If you just say what they have, I can tell you the characters.
And like I'm saying, it's that like it's pretty easy to get them, you know, through the challenges and stuff like that. So it's just like, I think I'll be all right, you know.
Yeah, I might try it out. I haven't tried it out yet.
It's interesting, and it's tag mechanics. That's the one thing that like kind of threw me in for a loop of just like trying to understand what it's trying to do with its tag mechanics, because it's very different. Because you have the choice of what you want to do. So. Oh shit. You know, I would say, try it out. The tutorial is right there. There's also the combo trials, which I've been trying to do like almost every other character that I have. But some of them are tough. Yasuo, I feel like, is weirdly tough because he's also like a weird stance character. Where it's like, all right, they're in the air, get into Yasuo stance, do a move, get back into a stance, do another move, get back into a stance, do another move, and it's just like this timing. Like I'm saying, it's a timing thing that happens. But so far I did Thresh's combo trials. Thresh is also a weird character because of how huge he is. He has a lot of range, but
yeah,
he's
fucking big, dude.
He has a lot of range, but he's really slow. He's really slow. But Vi's fun because I like her punch moves.
Yeah, she should have good movement.
Yeah, she has very good movement in that game. I'm trying out Jinx a little bit more, but she's also like a weird setup character because she lays down traps and stuff like that. The one character that I'm debating on whether or not I actually want to try for the lulz is Teemo, because Teemo's a little weirdo, and I played a little bit of him with his combo trials, and I kind of like the stuff that he's doing, but like I said, we'll see. And speaking of fighting games, I went back and played City of the Wolves, Fatal Fury, because a new character just got released, and that is Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. Kenshiro's fun. I did all his combo trials. Oh.
What's up?
Sorry, my controller, my 8-bit Do controller that I took off. So Kenshiro is weird. He's fun. Am I gonna get into Fatal Fury? I don't know. I bought the game. I didn't really get too into it, but I think I'm willing to give it a chance because I saw, Evo happened last month, and I saw some of the finals, and I'm like, yeah, this game can get really cool and really fun, and a lot of the comeback stuff is like pretty cool. But yeah, Kenshiro is such a weird character. You're playing a game where Kenshiro has to fight Ronaldo. And then I've been playing a shit ton more of Street Fighter 6. Been wanting to get back into Guilty Gear as well. Street Fighter 6, I don't know why it has a fucking chokehold on me. I've been playing as Alex a lot more. I made it to Platinum Star 1, but I don't think I'm going to be able to move far from that because I'm so ass at that game. But yeah, Street Fighter has been pretty fun. I want to get back into Guilty Gear, like I was saying, because they released a new character, Robo Kai, and he looks like a dumb bullshit character. The other thing that I'm very excited for is Marvel Tokon, because they announced a new team. So it's Samurai Outriders. I don't know if you saw the team.
No.
It's Ghost Rider. Specifically, the new Ghost Rider, Blade, Loki, and Deadpool. I'll send you a link of
Loki, Deadpool.
Yeah, I'll send you what the video
for
is.
Tokon, right?
Yeah.
No, I did see the video. You're right. Yeah.
So, Tokon looks a lot of fun. They did a lot of changes to like the flow of the game, so it's a lot faster now. Yeah, man. And then I think a month before they announced the Knights of Doom. So it's Doom, Magneto, Green Goblin, and Carnage. So
Cool.
yeah, that's a very, very cool team. And Tokon I think is coming out next month. Yeah. And same thing with Street Fighter. Street Fighter has another character for the start of season 4. Which I forgot we've been gone that long. That Summer Games Fest happened, so a bunch of announcements happened. So yeah, they showed, trailer for Final Fantasy Revelation, Final Fantasy VII Revelation, the third part in the remake series. Tifa's coming to Street Fighter, so there's that.
Yeah.
But the start of Street Fighter 6's season 4 is a new character by the name of Yasmin, who's from the Philippines, and she does she uses a karambit knife, I believe it's called. And she looks really cool. They showed a gameplay of her, and she looks really fun. So I'm gonna be interested in checking out that character. Same thing with Tekken. Tekken came out with their new season. They announced that Yujiro Hanma from Baki is going to be in Tekken. Okay. All right. If you know anything about Baki, it's going to be the most broken shit in the world. I don't know how the fuck they're going to translate that. But fuck it, why not? And yeah, fighting games have been pretty cool. Always fucking watching the finals of Street Fighter 6 for Evo. It's always going to be Mena. Mena RD is going to always win with fucking Blanca. That's always going to be the Evo champion. I don't know if the Birds played this Evo. I don't know. Anyways, fighting games. What else did Chunks do besides fighting games? So I know I've been talking about Assassin's Creed. I've been trying to get back into Valhalla, but I've been playing a little bit of Assassin's Creed 2 a little bit more.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I actually finished Assassin's Creed 1. That was the game that I never actually beat, the Assassin's Creed games. So I played Assassin's Creed 1. I'm like, this was good. 2 is a lot better, obviously, because like 2 is such a big like upgrade from what 1 was. But then I was like, oh yeah, there's this other like supplementary like games that came out for Assassin's Creed. Let me check these out. So I got the DS games for Assassin's Creed, and I also got the PSP game for Assassin's Creed. So I got the Altair Chronicle, which is the DS game, and then Bloodlines, which is the PSP game, which is technically a sequel to Altair's story. But Altair Chronicles for the DS is a prequel. I mean this in the kindest way possible. The DS game is truly shovelware. It is not a good game. It is very clunky. It is a platformer that runs on the DS, but it's a 3D platformer that's really, really clunky. The other bit is it has you doing mini games for very specific things that the game wants you to do, like interrogation or stealing something, pickpocketing, essentially, where it's like the most shovelware-esque like way of like interrogating somebody or picking somebody's pockets. It's very goofy, and then like even the combat is like it's really clunky as well. And at the end of it, it just ends, and it's just like, all right, congrats, you played a DS game for 6 hours, and at the end of it, you don't get any unlocks, nothing. It's just like, play again if you want to, and that's it. Funny enough, I do hear that the DS Assassin's Creed 2 game is actually pretty alright, but it's essentially Ezio running on a course like Sonic, and that's basically it. But yeah, the DS game for Altair is not good. It's really, really goofy. Because like the one thing I can think about is that like essentially what the interrogation mini game that it makes you do is essentially wait for a circle to come down on a number and then press it once it hits once the circle hits the number, press it with the stylus, and then keep doing that in a rhythm. And then if you mess up, you got to restart like the interrogation again. It's goofy. It's not particularly that good. So funny enough, I started playing Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, the PSP game, and I'm genuinely surprised on like how they got an open world game to run on the PSP. It's surprisingly good. Because like the setup for this is essentially right after the events of Assassin's Creed 1, where Altair has become the new master because of what happens at the end of Assassin's Creed 1, and essentially is cleaning up house from what happened previous. So in the base game, in Assassin's Creed 1, there's a Templar that you fight who tricks you into fighting his assistant. The assistant essentially gets let go, but the sequel, the PSP game, essentially opens up with you trying to like get rid of the rest of the Templars, and then you find the assistant that tricked you in the base game, and essentially you capture her. So it's like, oh, okay, so we're actually going with the story of this. Yeah, I'm playing through it. I haven't gotten that far into it, but like I'm genuinely surprised how well it runs. and it's pretty good. You know, pretty good PSP game. Not only that, I picked that up. So I picked up Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, you know, like I said. But I also picked up Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops for the PSP. Very excited to play this because this is like the only other like Metal Gear game I haven't played, minus Metal Gear Acid. But Metal Gear Acid is a weird card tactical game. It's a very weird game. But yeah, I picked up some PSP games. The other thing I wanted to mention is what the fuck else did I play? I went back, I played through Gears of War Reloaded. Good game, but man, is it goofy as fuck, because I think the enemy AI is still the same enemy AI from the 360 era, where sometimes they don't know what they're doing, and sometimes they just like stay still as you shoot them. And I played this on the hardest difficulty. So it's like, there's a weird balancing issue where it's like, oh, this difficulty is meant to be played with two people. Because there's, at the end ass of the game, there's literally a turret section where there are two turrets, and I was doing it by myself, and that was the moment where I just died a lot, and I got through it just purely out of dumb luck, because sometimes the enemy AI wouldn't, like, hit me at all. So it's a very clunky game, but I do really like the Gears series, because, you know, Gears E-Day got shown. So, yeah. Other stuff that I played, Metroid Dread.
Heck yeah.
That's a fucking good-ass Metroid game. I played, I think like 2 to 3 years ago, I played all the Metroid games up until Metroid Dread coming out, so I played Metroid Dread finally, and yeah, that's a fucking good-ass Metroid game. The other stuff that I have not played for Metroid is the Metroid Prime games, the first-person ones, but
Oh, really?
yeah, I've not played Metroid Prime.
I enjoyed the first one. I don't think I played the second one too much.
I hear the third one's kind of iffy, and I hear that the new one now, the fourth one, is a mixed bag.
Yeah,
That's kind
of poopy.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Let's see, Pragmata. Oh yeah, the Invincible fighting game came out, so I've been playing a little bit of Invincible fighting game. 2 new characters came out for that. The Immortal and Universa. They did not need to make Universa that hot, but that's just me. That's just me. South of Midnight. I got to the end of Blasphemous. Do you know Blasphemous?
Yeah, but I never played it.
Okay, so it's another Metroidvania game. So I'm putting in a quotes and an asterisk of like I beat it, because Blasphemous does this thing where essentially you have to play New Game Plus in order to unlock new content for new boss fights. And on top of that, there's an ending that you're only able to get in a new playthrough, because there's an event that happens that essentially you need to do before you fight a boss. But if you fight the boss, there's a thing that happens at the end of the fight where you have a choice. And you're kind of locked into that choice once you do it. So you kind of have to, like I said, restart a new save or do New Game Plus and then try to go at it. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to do the next ending, but I got 2 endings. And then I want to do the other, the locked content of New Game Plus. Blasphemous is a good Metroidvania game. The only thing I have a complaint about is that I don't like that some power-ups / collectibles are kind of like hidden through side quests. Because, you know, after playing Metroid Dread, you find stuff like very organically, where it's just like, okay, what's behind this room? Bomb it. All right, there's this thing that's right there. And then, okay, now that I got that, now I can travel to this other section where, you know, I couldn't before. With Blasphemous, it's like, I don't know where this thing is. And there are people who give you like side quests and stuff like that, but like it's very vague as to like what you get at the end of it. So I essentially had to look up a guide and be like, okay, this is how I get this very specific like thing that I'm able to like climb up and like get to higher points. But like I'm saying is that like I don't like the fact that it's behind a side quest. But overall, it's a good game. I like what it does with New Game Plus, where you're able to keep some of the stuff that you got before. Granted, your health upgrades and mana upgrades are essentially gone, so you have to regain those. The other cool bit is that you have a choice on like how you want to play New Game Plus. So there is a section where a statue essentially gives you like 4 options of like debuffing you to make the game harder, which are 3 options, and then the 4th option is essentially like don't change anything. So I just went with don't change anything because I'm like, I just want to play this thing normally so I can get to the new boss fights and then also to the that C ending, the true ending essentially. The only thing is that I got ruined on the C ending because I looked up a Blasphemous lore video, which kind of like spoiled the C ending. But overall, like the lore and the stuff behind Blasphemous is like, I think it's really fucking cool. Yeah. Blasphemous is good if you ever want to give it a shot. As for other shit, so I beat Diablo 4's main story and Vessel of Hatred. I have not played Lord of Hatred yet. So there's that. I don't know if you're still here. I don't know if you died it. What else have I been playing? Oh yeah, wait. My Steam stuff. I'm just gonna run through these. So, Hades. I beat a couple more runs on Hades. Great game. Hitman I've been playing. I've been trying to get back into
Sorry, my mic's giving me problems. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I don't know if you want to talk about Diablo, but we'll get there.
So,
okay. I don't know if you heard me. Did you hear me that
you beat Vessel of Hatred? You beat the base game, right?
Yes, but not Lord of Hatred.
Right.
Not the new one.
How do you feel about it? Yep.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. There's a lot of contrivances that happen in that main storyline that lead up to Vessel of Hatred, where I'm like, this wouldn't have happened if we just like talked about it. And the thing is that like, I liked Lilith as an antagonist. I think Lilith was a pretty good idea, especially if you know like the lore behind like the Diablo stuff, especially with the shit about Sanctuary. I think that's a really good setup. But the actual end of it is just like, this feels like a cop-out, kind of. And then, you kind of have to like get to the expansions of Diablo and like see where that goes. But I don't like the fact that it's just like Neyrelle did something so dumb, but then you have to view it from her perspective of just like, well, all the adults are fucked. They might help me, they might not help me, but at the end of it, let me try to actually do something. Let me try to make a change. Which, like, I understand, kid. I know that you want to do this because of what happened to your mom with this whole thing with Lilith. But even then, it's like you're fighting a fucking, like, primal being. What makes you think you're going to go up against this primal being?
Yeah.
So then, like I said, I liked Lilith as a bad guy, but I think the execution of the base game is where it falters. And then you start up Lord of Hatred, or no, Vessel of Hatred, and it's like, okay, we're now introduced to a new thing that happened, which I do like, where it's like, because of Inarius falling, that his congregation are essentially looking for a new leader, and they found a new leader. The only goofy thing is this, like, it's a dude that's like has scarred face, and even then the priest lady's like, yeah, he was a dude on the battlegrounds, and like he's seen some shit, so that's why he's here now, and like leading the troop essentially. And then he kind of becomes like a nothing character because like you kill him like at the end, and it's just like his reasoning is just like, yeah, humans are like, They need someone to guide them. I'm the shepherd. And yeah, it's just like, we're not going to allow this demon shit to happen anymore. Even though like they're so blinded by their righteousness, their self-righteousness, that like it leads to their downfall. That was the same thing with Inarius. It's just like this dude was so fucking paranoid, and he wanted to be in the good graces of his kin,
Yeah.
and he just ended up like fucking dying for nothing.
Welcome, Wesley.
Bye, Wesley.
Goodbye, Wesley.
That
was really fucking funny.
Now
Hold
he's
on
back.
a second.
He's back now.
What are you doing?
I can't believe he's straight up gooning.
I saw there was an update, so I had to update it. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, you're good.
Are you leaving?
What's up,
Are you
bro?
staying?
Nah, yeah. It's fucking finally everything got connected.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
You gooning?
Did they just got there today, or they did it yesterday?
No, so service was supposed to be activated on Sunday. But never got the equipment or anything. Called, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you could go pick it up if you want to." Because I was like, "Can I just pick it up instead of waiting to get it delivered?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." I go pick up a box, a router, doesn't work. I'm like, "Okay, cool. Like, what's going on?" Next day, they end up sending me the whole kit, the router, TV thing, everything. I'm like, "Okay, cool." Plug that one in, doesn't work. So I'm like, I'm calling, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They're like, yeah, we don't know. We'll schedule an appointment for 2 days out. And I'm like, okay, fine. Whatever. I'm beyond pissed at that point, but you know. They came yesterday, Wednesday, right? Today's Thursday, right?
Yes, it is.
I don't know. Okay. They came yesterday, he checks it and everything. He's like, like everything's connected properly, the network's not, there's like no issues in the area about network outages, network shortages, whatever. So it's kind of weird that your thing's not working. So I guess he calls the because it's like the tech people have like their own quote unquote people to actually like see internally what's going on. They're like supposedly that they fucked up the some P profile or whatever the fuck it was, I don't know. And that they needed to fix it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And he was like, yeah, so when they were connecting my service, instead of doing completely 1 gig for my whole thing, they were like, yeah, we'll put half 1 gig, half of 2 gigs together and call it a day. Yep, that's the face I made. I'm like,
What?
English? What? So they're like, yeah, so they're gonna have to fully, like, essentially fix the circuit to just allow 1 gig connection instead of 1 and 2. And he's like, oh yeah, that should take about 2 hours. I'm like, okay, cool. So it should be done by 5 p.m. yesterday. It was not. I'm like, okay, I'm too tired for this because I literally have not slept at all in these like past 4 days. So I'm like, okay, cool. I wake up, it's like 8:30. I'm thinking it's 8:30 in the morning that I slept through the whole night. I'm like, okay, cool. So probably now it should be working. 8:30 Wednesday. I wake up, check it, it's still orange, nothing's connected. And I'm like, bruh. So I call. No, I didn't call, sorry. I did the online chat thing with the person. They're like, yeah, so looked at your ticket and any fixes to it should take between 24 and 48 hours. And I'm like, I'm not fucking waiting till
Nope. Was it?
Looks like that box is orange again, baby.
Yeah, I think he cut out.
Saturday. Okay, there we go.
Oh, you cut out.
Okay. Hello?
No, yeah, I know that's it. That's why I was like, what?
They'll never find me. Uh-huh.
So I called him around 12, and then did it happen again? Please no.
Yeah, you're cutting out.
Yeah. It sounded like you were moaning for a little bit. Oh.
And whatchamacallit, I call, and then you know how like the automated voice thing is like, oh yeah, the next available person is in so and so minutes, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, the next person is available in 31 minutes. 2 hours go by and I still have not talked to anybody. So I'm like, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna hang up and call again. Ended up calling. I forgot the whole intro thing where they're like wanting you to verify that the account that you're doing it under is by the phone number.
Mm.
So I'm just screaming like fucking technician or person or whatever. And then I was like, and the automated voice was like, please say the account number or phone number associated with the problem. And I'm like, ah. So I just hang up, call again, and then I'm like saying yes, whatever. And then I was like, oh yeah, your next person will be in 7 minutes. I'm like, okay, better than 31. And then I'm looking at the time. I'm like, okay, 7 minutes definitely passed by. But someone ends up connecting. The dude was like, oh yeah, sorry for the long ass calls. Shit. No, it's on the wire. Fuck. He's like, sorry for the long wait. We're experiencing high fucking traffic because of the Super Bowl, or not Super Bowl, the fucking World Cup. And I'm like, that doesn't matter though. You're you're like a multi-million-dollar corporation. Why is it taking you forever? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So eventually, dude's doing like the whole like shebang, of like, oh yeah, what's the problem, blah blah blah. And I'm like, there's a ticket on my account for my service that's not working properly. And then he's asking like random questions not associated with the ticket and everything. And I'm like, dude, focus on the fucking ticket, please. And then eventually he like gets to it. Ends up talking to, I guess, one of the gets a hold of like one of the like a tech person. Like a
Yeah, like a field technician.
field tech or whatever. In the area to check out what the hell's going on. And at this point it's like on and off silence for like a good 10-15 minutes. I'm like, oh god, please. And he's like, yeah, guy's working on it. And I'm like, oh my god, fucking thank you, finally. Jesus Christ. Then he's like, well, the guy's working on it. We're gonna try to essentially remote, like try to access the network from your router through here. And I'm like, okay, cool. For when I tell you, I've been staring at a orange yellow light for 4 days straight, thinking it's gonna turn white. And the minute it turned white, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? It actually does change colors. And then I'm like to the guy, I'm like, oh my god, it's connected. He's like, oh, okay, cool, that's awesome, wonderful. Connect to it and see if you could load shit on your phone or any device or whatever. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Everything obviously connects. I'm like, awesome. And then he's like, because I also got the TV box with it. He's like, all right, let's set up your TV thing now since I'm here. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I really don't want you here anymore. Because like all I needed you was for the internet. The TV box can't work without the internet, so it doesn't really matter. But whatever. So we spent the better half of an hour trying to get the TV box to go.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally worked, and I'm like, yes, thank you. Now I'm here.
Nice.
Yeah. I can shoot things in video games, and yeah, happy-ish for now.
This has been brought to you by your internet company and Blue Chew. Thank you.
Yep. I don't care. I'll fucking out the shit out of them. Verizon's a bitch.
Oh, I thought you said Blue Chew. I thought you were gonna say Blue Chew.
Jesus.
Well,
No.
I'm
It's
happy.
fucking if you harass them long enough,
They'll do
they'll
something.
be like, okay, yeah.
It's kind of the point. Yeah, because that's the whole thing. They want to discourage people from fucking calling them back or actually waiting on call. That's how it is.
Oh, I'm petty enough to wait 2 hours on a fucking call, dude. No.
Yeah,
And then I will call you back after hanging up that 2 hour call.
That's fair.
I had an issue with my box a little bit ago, and same Verizon, same thing with the call. They wouldn't answer. We called them like 5 times, bro. There's just no way to get to an actual person. And we somehow got to them, and it was some dudes in another country that just had like a really hard time explaining to us what was going on. And I was like it has nothing to do with like where they're from or what they do. It has exactly what to do when I cannot understand your accent super heavily because you're not like able to convey the information to me. So it was super hard for that. And I was like, hey, like, can you guys just send someone out? Because we don't like we've done everything you said. And he's like, yeah, like we can get someone there. And I'm like, how long will it take? You know, just want to know like day 2, 3, whatever. He was like, oh, they'll be out tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what? Fucking, I talked to Mega the next day, bro, about it after they did it. Because Mega was like, why aren't you online? I was like, well, you know, whatever. I get online and with Mega the next day, and he's like, bro, you got it the same day? He's like, me and Kim took like 2 weeks to get our internet here.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like,
Fucking
what?
lucky as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. I mean, a day without internet was, I felt pretty bad, but I have a phone, so like, whatever. But
Oh
yeah, it's interesting.
Sorry,
What?
that was also part of my week. My power went out for like a day.
Oh, did it go out for a couple days?
Not a couple days. It's just like a day-ish because it went out around like maybe like 7 o'clock, and then I got it back around like 3 the next day.
So weird. Like I hate like
it's because
the long time power outages.
we had a weird like rainstorm.
Oh, you want the rain? Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
So I would assume some power lines got knocked down because when I was driving around the neighborhood, I saw a couple like branches on the road. So it's just like most likely something got knocked out.
Locked up.
Got knocked up and out. Brought to you by Blue Chew. The thing is that like, so it was a fucked up week because it was hot and then also raining. So I'm just there in the heat, you know, contemplating. I'm just like, I don't know how this shit's gonna work. And funny enough, my parents were coming back from Florida, so they came back to me basically just lying on the couch, like still sleeping, because they came back at like 6 a.m, and I was just still there, just like, and then I had to figure out like, all right, what are we gonna do for like battery and stuff like that. Luckily my stepdad got out the generator, so he got that out, and then I think he was like, oh, I'm gonna go to Home Depot to get like more extension cords. So my parents went out to Home Depot, and then within like 15 minutes of them being gone is when the power comes back. So I was like, all right. So I put everything back for him, and yeah. And then I just realized that like, fuck, dude, air conditioning, I love it so much. I love air conditioning.
Such a good thing, dude.
Oh my god, dude, I could not, like, because I had fans on the entire time, but I was with my cats in my living room because it's just like that was like pretty much the only cool place in the house. And my poor cats are both on like the tile floor, just like laying, trying to stay cool. And I'm like, like I felt so bad. But yeah, my power went out for like a day-ish, and it fucking
Dude.
Ugh.
For like heat moments, because we had the like 100-degree heat over here. I think you guys had it in New York too.
Yeah.
And I'll throw a hand drying towel with cold water into the freezer, and then I'll get it out when it's frozen and wrap it around my neck, bro.
Yeah. It gets bad. I'm glad I didn't work those days because
oh fuck yeah,
my
that would have been bad to go home to.
Funny enough, my boss wanted me to work on like Thursday, and I told him like, I got something to do because it was supposed to hit like 102.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was
all
like,
last week. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, I don't want to do that. And it was just gonna be a job just by myself. So it's like, no, I'm good. Yeah, dude, that shit sucked. But I was playing on my Steam Deck. I was playing Blasphemous the whole time. But I realized that like the heat was getting me really irritated every time I died in Blasphemous, and I was like, yeah, I should probably put this down. Probably read a book. And I was reading for a good bit. But yeah, that shit sucked.
Nice.
Glad you got internet, Wesley.
He's like,
Yeah.
probably should read a book. Cut to like Jones in like 103-degree weather doing cocaine.
Wow, on the book,
On a book,
On a
on the
book.
Bible,
on the Bible. Yeah. So, do you want to talk about Diablo 4?
Yeah, I think you said.
Talk about whatever. I'm here now.
All right.
I think you said everything about it. Honestly, I agree pretty much. Like, it's okay. Then the second part is like the whole thing with is it Nael? I think
Nayrel.
Nael. Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole thing is like,
It's weird because it's like
yeah. Like, how are you gonna fight that shit, bro?
it's weird because like Diablo has, well, specifically 4 has this weird thing where it's like, now that you have like a crew with you, it's doing this weird thing where it's like the power of friendship, where I'm like, I never really anticipated Diablo going in this direction, especially the way that the world feels. And the world feels grimdark. Like, that is the thing that I like about Diablo 4, is that like this feels grimdark, where, you know, Nayrel, a fucking child, lost her arm because she's trying to stop evil from manifesting. On top of that, you have like inquisitions happening because a bunch of people are so like crazy about their angel god because he did one good thing, and then they're like, oh, he's the best. Nobody can say no to Inarius, even though Inarius at the end, even at the beginning of the game, is just like, I don't want to be in this fucking place. I don't like you people. Like, I just want to go back home.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I banged Lilith. I'd like to bang her some more. I'll take her with me. Leave me alone. Also, I'd like to kill all of you.
It's like, I just want you all to to fucking fight for me, and then I can go back home, and then let me go kill my son, and then let's see if I can get out of here. And it's just like, poor Rothma. He didn't deserve that.
He also doesn't want Sanctuary to even be a thing, though.
No,
Inarius.
that's what I'm saying, is that like Inarius is so self-righteous and blinded by what he wants, is that like he created this thing. He created Sanctuary without any like fucking like idea of what the circumstances are, or even then, you know, just attributing the fact that he is the creator of this place, and even to the point where Lilith is like, dude, this is your responsibility as well. You don't want to be here anymore? Like, the fuck is wrong with you? It's like,
Dude, your daddy.
Essentially-
Get in line.
essentially it's he's the dad that abandons his kids, even to
Actually,
and to the point where it's just like he killed his own son because he's like, I'm going to get out of here. You have the key for me to get back. I need you fucking gone. And to the point where Rothma's just like, you're so fucking stupid. Like, I can't believe you're my dad. Like, you're so dumb. Yeah, like I'm saying, is that like I like Lilith as a villain. You know, Mephisto coming in being obviously the big primeval that's gonna be fought. But you know, it adds to the whole thing about the world itself. It's just like people are so fucking pissed and angry that like no wonder Mephisto is like manifesting. And then I like, so like I was mentioning, is that like the Vessel of Hatred does like teeter a lot with what it presents for its story. There are elements that I do really like, and it's particularly the fact that, okay, there is a creature / god / spirit thing that was able to actually fight against Mephisto, which was the lion god guy. I forget his name. But Nayrel goes to him because he is her last chance to get this thing to stop consuming her. And then she meets him. And then they go into a whole lore explanation as to like, oh yeah, this guy was actually a dude before. Like, he was a real person. And then on top of that, this land, this jungle land that we're in, we are connected to the spirits around us. So the spirits around us are being infected by the hatred, so we need this to stop as well. So we're going to go to our main guy, who's essentially like an allegory for Jesus, and let's get him to help us stop Mephisto. But then, you know, that whole twist at the end that, oh, Mephisto is going to use the allegory Jesus as his vessel. That was the thing where I was like, oh, this is actually pretty interesting. And then you get to the end of Vessel of Hatred, and it's like, your main character, Neyrelle, go back. The priest lady, that was chill with Inarius back then, goes up to you and she's like, yeah, we're not going to hunt you down anymore. Like, but this doesn't mean like the evil is done and out. Like, that guy that you brought back is still on the loose, essentially. And then once I finish that, the cutscene for Lord of Hatred happens, and they fucking kill Neyrelle.
Didn't they kill Inarius?
Yeah, Inarius is dead.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I maybe misunderstood what you were saying.
No, I'm talking about the priest lady that was cool with Inarius back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Priya, I think it might be her name.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, like the CG scene for Lord of Hatred is Neyrelle fucking dying. And it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, me and my brother immediately were like, why did they even have storyline for her?
Exactly. And it's
there was
just like
no point to her story.
Exactly. And it's just like she doesn't get like any kind of like closure. I don't know because I have
closure, yeah.
Because I haven't played through Lord of Hatred, but it's just like you build up to this one thing where it's like, okay, I guess you need to go with the dark aspect, the grimdark aspect of like this world sucks. So it's like the child character fucking dies, but even then it's just like, really, like all this build up to have a character like for you to, you know, care about, and it's just like nothing. It amounts to nothing. So like Diablo 4 like has left me like in a mixed bag, because it's like I like a lot of the elements, but I don't like a lot of the execution. And it's just like it feels like it has good ideas, but then it just like fumbles a lot of the good ideas.
Yeah. By the way, the lion Jesus lion witch in the wardrobe, fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody. When I saw that, I immediately like me and my brother were just fucking done. I think that was the point where we were like, I'm not buying the next DLC.
And then you bought the next
DLC.
Yeah.
DLC.
Congrats, losers.
Go
Congrats,
fuck yourself.
Dummies.
Fuck you. Fuck Blizzard.
I
fuck
hope you
everybody.
really enjoyed Lion Jesus. I really hope.
I hated the next DLC too. And you're
Here's-
like, oh my
but that's-
god, oh my god.
But that's the thing. That's where I kind of dug Lion Jesus, because it's like, okay, we're
Oh,
en-
no, you didn't. No.
Jesus.
No,
let me explain.
fuck you and Lion Jesus.
Because I like the idea that we are in another area that is primordial, essentially, that is almost as primordial as Mephisto and the other demons, the other primevals. So it's like, to understand their region, it's like we are in an area that's heavily jungled, where, you know, there's a lot of living things here, and it's essentially kind of like far off from all the bullshit that's happening over in Whitesville. Essentially, all the shit that's happening in medieval Whitesville. But I like the idea that like there was a thing that actually stood up to Mephisto, and to the point where Mephisto's like, I don't want to fucking see this guy again. Like, just can we not go to him? I like that aspect. I like the thing as well where they explained that, oh yeah, he is a real person. Well, in their world, essentially, he is a human being. It's just that because of the amount of stuff that he did for the goodness of the spirit world, he's essentially transcended into a new being, but his body is still here. So that's where I like the idea of just like Mephisto being like, well, because I couldn't beat this asshole, let me be this asshole. So that's why he takes over. And I'm like, I like that idea. I like the villain taking over his previous enemy.
I would have rather him just been a turtle or something. I don't care. The
I-
lion thing really pissed me off
Because you gotta have the lion fight the wolf. It's like, all
It
right.
literally just feels like you pull it from the wardrobe shit. I don't like it. I just don't like it.
I liked it. I liked it when
You like lions? It's stupid.
I liked when
Lions
Lion
fun.
Jesus was like, take this evil Satan.
Fuck you and your pirates.
It's a good game.
No.
So
Diablo 4 is terrible.
but overall, I have to say that like Diablo 4 is a mixed bag for me. It's really, really mixed for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just it's crazy because it's just like the amount of like character stuff that happens where it's just like you made a dumb decision, you made a really stupid decision, and then it's costing the lives of other people. Because that's also the other thing that happens when you meet one of the characters in Vessel of Hatred, the guy that was cool with you at the beginning, this one of the spirit talker guys, where he's like, yeah, the spirits told me to save your player character and also help Neyrelle, but then he starts to hate Neyrelle, where he's like, you fucked up our home because you had such short-sightedness of what you were doing that you didn't realize you were affecting other things in our world. The things that I care about, the spirits that I talk to, are gone now because of your stupidity. And then that adds to the whole thing with like Mephisto, using his hatred to gain a one-up against Neyrelle and your player character and Lion Jesus. But yeah, it's a rough one. It's a very rough one. I would have to get back to you once I actually get Lord of Hatred. But man, that opening CG cutscene, I was just like, what was the point? You're just gonna kill Neyrelle? Alright, what the fuck was the point then? It's stupid. It's really stupid. I think that's for stuff that I beat. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Ugh. Excuse me. Blasphemous, Assassin's Creed.
Things that I beat. Things that I beat.
Uh,
Your meat? Blue Chew?
this ad brought to you by Blue Chew. Stuff that I started up and like trying to get back into. I was mentioning before, Hades. I did a couple more runs, so I need like 5 more runs in order to actually like get one of the endings. Hades is still fucking fantastic. Every time I play that game, it's always like, okay, one more time. All right, one more time. All right, one more time. Like it gets addictive. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'm trying to get back into. Hitman, obviously we talked about it because Wiz Khalifa is in there and I gotta get after the Wiz Khalifa. I don't know if you saw that update.
Yeah.
Okay. High on Life, I've been trying to get back into that because that's been on my backlog for a while. The Invincible, I remember you talked about this. The game that you're on a space planet.
Yeah. It was like $2.
Octopath Traveler I technically finished, but Octopath Traveler is weird because like it has like a what is it called? It has like a true boss fight at the end. But it's kind of conveyed in like this weird way of just like you have to do like 2 side quests that eventually like merge into one another, and then that's how you're able to get into the final boss. And then the final boss is like this gauntlet that you have to do, and then eventually you get to the final boss, and then you got to fight it, and it gets to a second phase, and you got to fight it again. It's like this whole thing where at the end of it, I was just like, I think I'm gonna put this game down. That's the first time where I put down like a JRPG like that, where it's just like it's asking for way too fucking much. But I beat like all the character storylines and stuff like that, which I did like. Not all of them were strong. I feel like Primrose's was like the strongest one out of all of them. But everyone else is just like, it's all right for what they are. What else? And yeah, that's basically it for stuff that I've been playing and trying to get through and possibly revisiting at some point. Yeah. As for other stuff that Chonch did, I watched some movies and I read some stuff. Have you ever heard of the comic Crossed?
Nope.
I feel like I have, but no, I don't remember.
So it is an adult comic, and not in the sense of like, you know, the doing it, brought to you by Bluetooth.
I would have said that no. Yeah, I definitely would have read it, but no.
No, it's more of a like violent and gory comic. The reason why I got like relatively interested in it was because news came out. I think a director that I knew about is thinking of developing a movie adaptation for the comic series, in which everybody online was just like, "Oh fuck, like really Crossed?" And I'm like, "Okay, what's so bad about Cross?" I think it's also written by Garth Ennis. Garth Ennis is the writer behind The Boys. So I was like, okay, I heard that this one movie that I watched that was like fucking crazy gory and actually like kind of fucked up. And I also have on 4K this movie called The Sadness. It's this Taiwanese movie. But essentially the premise is that there's a disease that breaks out that makes people crazy, and they start doing the most heinous actions possible. So that is the premise of The Sadness. Crossed is basically almost the exact same thing, where an outbreak happens in the United States, and essentially what it is people start to go crazy, and how you know they go crazy is essentially on their face is a cross. Like just a regular, like, you know, almost like a holy cross, and it makes them do like evil shit. So the story is basically a post-apocalypse after people got infected, and you follow a group of characters who are trying to get through, this apocalypse. It's a very short story, surprisingly enough. I found out that apparently there are like spin-offs and stuff like that based in the world, but the main story itself is. It is pretty fucked up. There's one scene in particular that a lot of people were talking about, like, how the fuck do you adapt this? And I guess some spoilers for Crossed is essentially they find a bunch of little kids that were being helped by their elementary school teacher, and they accidentally kill the elementary school teacher, so they're left with a bunch of kids. So there comes a point where the leader of the group is like, we can't take all these kids. Like, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to have to do with these kids. And it goes to a very dark place of just like survival. There's also another scene where, you know, of how the Crossed essentially get people infected. It's really fucking stupid. But that's Garth Ennis, because Garth Ennis is very like, he's a very cynical man, from what I understand. But yeah, Cross is a weird comic. It kind of hit the same levels of like me reading Ichi the Killer, where it's just like, why am I reading this? I think it's just out of morbid curiosity. And then I finished it, and I'm like, yeah, that was something. Like, that's how I just felt like after finishing this. It's just like, yeah, I read that. And then speaking of other stuff that I finally am at the somewhat end of, I'm at the end point of Dressrosa. Luffy has beat Doflamingo. I got to that. I saw him do his new gear. I forget, is it gear 4? Or is it gear? I think it's gear 4.
It's 4. It's 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Luffy did his Gum Kong gun.
Yeah.
I
Let's
saw
go.
that. I
King
saw that.
Kong gun. Let's
King Kong
go.
So I did get through that. I'm at the point where literally they are basically like trying to repair things. So they haven't left the island as of yet. So I'm still getting through the end of Dressrosa. But the thing I wanted to mention is I really, really like a good, just straight up tyrannical villain. And that is what Doflamingo is. He is a tyrant. And I really, really like that. He's just evil for the sake of being evil. Granted, he has a reason to why he's evil, but there's no redeeming qualities of him overall. It's like the same thing with like Caesar Clown. Caesar Clown is also kind of an irredeemable asshole because of what he did to those kids. So with like Doflamingo, I really liked the introduction of like this whole thing of like the will of D, the storm of the D will happen, and it's just like this whole dumb like prophecy that's going on. But essentially, like the D people brought to you by Blue Chew, will like get rid of these people who are above them. So they introduce Doflamingo's brother, Corazon, and Law's backstory as well, which I really liked as well, where Law was destined to die, and Corazon did everything in his power to make sure that he lives, because he doesn't want to see a kid die. And then even then, like Doflamingo's backstory is just like he killed his dad because he's just like, I don't want to be with these people below here. I want to be in a better place with all the rich people. And then even then, as his motivations as to be, to become king, and to what he does to become king is fucked up and crazy. And that's the thing that I really like enjoyed, of just like he creates this false utopia, and making people believe that like they're happy here and that he's the reason for their happiness. And then as soon as the people turn on him, he just is like, all right, here's my contingency plan. Birdcage, you're all stuck here, fuckers. Congrats, idiots. We could have been happy together. And it's great. The only thing I'm going to point out, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of flack, I don't like Rebecca's...
Wow, oh my god, he said it. Ah!
I don't like Rebecca's design.
Rebecca. Oh, the warrior?
Yeah, I don't like her design.
Yes.
And it's also a problem because she is 16 years old.
Oh, with yeah.
Okay. I don't like it. I like her story. I liked also the thing that happens with the Tin Soldier, or Toy Soldier. Him getting to be the father again, and just that scene where he fights against who's the guy with the wavy power, the flag power? Shit, what is his name? One of the officers.
Oh, don't remember. I was thinking about Pika.
Yeah.
And his super high-pitched voice.
Diamante? I think that's who it is. Diamante. The one who killed the princess. But anyways, just fucking, I was not anticipating how long Dressrosa is. Dressrosa is pretty fucking long. But it does a lot of interesting things to basically establish that like worlds far out in One Piece are dealing with a bunch of like tyrannical shit that nobody knows about. And it's just that thing of just like the happenstance of them going to Punk Hazard and finding out all this stuff behind the scenes. And then what's next for me is Zoe, apparently. And then after that, Whole Cake Island, and then Wano.
Got the Sulongs. It's another sad arc. But
yeah.
Pretty good.
So I will be getting to that point, but yes, I finally finished Dressrosa. Great.
I have to jump to cook, but I just wanted to point out real quick that I started watching what is that? The TV show there? Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I bought the Sword Art Online.
I saw
game.
that. I don't know if I should do it on console or computer.
Oh my god.
I only got it on console or
This
computer because I wanted to see there's possibilities of modding later, so
This fucking weeb
yeah.
watches Sword Art Online.
Yeah, I watched the first episode and I was like, all right, I'll buy the game.
You're watching like the first season of Sword Art, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's essentially the.
No, I'm sorry, I do have to go because I have to do the cooks, but I will talk to you guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Now it's just me and you, Leslie.
Uh-huh.
Man, I don't like that second season of Sword Art.
Yeah, the first season was pretty good. It just gets dark. It's like, damn, dude,
Not even
why?
that. It's just like, what is the girl character's name? Asuna? Is that her name?
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that she gets sidelined. Because she was really cool in the first season, and then they just sidelined her in the second. Be a damsel in distress, and I just didn't like that. And then the whole thing about Kirito's like cousin being like, I love you, cuzzo. I want to nuzzle with my cuzzo. I didn't like that.
I don't remember. I'd have to rewatch it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to rewatch it. Just watch something else.
Yeah, fine. I'll watch good GGO.
Trying to think, what else did I watch on Crunchyroll? I don't know. I'm trying to get through the Kamen Rider show.
Gross.
It's not that bad. It's actually alright. It's just like it appeals to me because it's essentially a sequel to Kamen Rider Double, but it's like only like 12 episodes, which I'm surprised about. The other thing is what was I watching for? I know I got like a bunch of stuff on my to watch list. Oh, I still gotta watch the new season of Jujutsu Kaisen. That's the thing I forgot about. Yeah, I haven't been watching that much anime. But anyways, so yeah, Dressrosa done. Wrapping up right now. Very good One Piece. I also subscribe to the Shonen Jump app. Because it's like $3 a month, which I'm like, that's not bad. And then, get to read One Piece and then like other stuff that I was interested in, like Death Note is another one. The only thing is that like it can get a little goofy because of the fact that like whenever you like exit out of the app, essentially you have to like kind of like look back as to like where you finished off, so that I have to remember which which chapter I finished off. But overall it's pretty alright. The other thing I want to mention is the quality of the image looks a little mixed. But you're paying $3 a month, so you can't really complain about that. But the art spread of the pages still good. Still good. Oda knows how to do big scenes, big action scenes. Other stuff. Have I read anything else? I think that's basically it for stuff that I read. Movies. I'm just gonna run through this because fuck it. We've been gone for 3 months. Let's see. Okay, so in May I watched The Green Knight, the Chernobyl TV show. I did a rewatch on that. Predator: Badlands.
How is it, by the way?
Which one?
The one on Netflix, right? Chernobyl?
No, it's on HBO.
That's the one thing. One. Because there was one that I put on my radar, but I'm like, I don't know if
So
I'm actually gonna watch this.
So there is a Chernobyl miniseries on HBO. It's by the same writer as The Last of Us, Craig Mazin. It's like 4 episodes. It's a very good dramatization of the events of Chernobyl, and it like for me, I went back and rewatched it because I was just like, it's been a while. It fucking great acting. It does a really good job in explaining like how this came to happen. Even then, it gives you a bit of like that horror aspect of just like these people did not know what the fuck was going on because this was literally the first time that anything like this has ever happened. So that's like it adds to that whole thing of just like everybody trying to rush to figure out what to do in this situation. It's a very good miniseries if you ever have the chance to watch it on HBO. I don't know whether or not it's on Netflix.
No, it's HBO original. I just checked.
Okay. But if you
Because there was a thing that was on Netflix I did want to watch. I didn't know. I don't remember what it was. I think it was along the lines of like something post-apocalyptic too.
Oh, okay. Trying to think anything on Netflix that's like that. No. I know you don't like reading subtitles, so I was gonna recommend you Dark, but
I literally watch anime in Japanese.
you don't like subtitles in any other language. You're like, no, thank you. And I was like, okay. I do recommend if you want a good like sci-fi story, Dark is genuinely like really fucking good. It's like 4 seasons. No, I think it's 3. I think it's less. But it's a time travel TV show, and it does a really good fucking job at what it's trying to do. But yeah, Predator Badlands I watched. I finished Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. I really enjoyed it. Kamen Rider. I watched this movie called The Wolf of Snow Hollow. Also pretty good. Small director that did it. I watched an anime. That's the anime that I watched on Netflix. The Summer Hikaru Died. I was surprised how much I really liked it. I kind of gave a whole rant about it on Instagram, but I really enjoyed it. I watched Nuremberg. That's about the Nuremberg trials for the Nazis. I saw this Nicolas Cage movie called Arcadian. It was pretty alright. I watched this neo-noir called Night Moves. I watched a Coen Brothers movie called The Man Who Wasn't There. I watched Fallout Season 2. It was alright. Not as good as Season 1, but you know, as somebody that beat New Vegas, I was like, oh, I like that they did the thing from New Vegas and they put it in here. I watched this movie with Lucy Liu in it called Presence. It was alright. In June, I watched a documentary called Harlan County, USA about the union strike riots that happened in Harlan County. Is it Kentucky or Mississippi? I don't remember. Somewhere in the South. But this happened in the 70s. Essentially, a bunch of union workers that were working in coal mines wanted better pay, and essentially, like, kind of a shootout broke out in that area, which is kind of crazy. But it was pretty good. It's a very interesting documentary. I watched this horror movie called Together with Dave Franco and Alison Brie. Really liked it. Thought it was a really good horror movie. I saw the zombie movie called We Bury the Dead with Daisy Ridley. It's okay. Another Coen Brothers movie, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I saw this like years ago. It's with George Clooney, John Turturro, and Blake Nelson, I think is the actor's name. But it's a very good movie. It's their rendition of The Odyssey. So, also very good. I saw Hoppers, the Pixar movie. That was cute. And then I watched Inside Out. I did a rewatch of that, and I was like, this is alright. This is good.
First or the second one?
The first one, and then I watched the second one.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh yeah, the second one hits me a little too hard, because it's just like reminding me of those days of being a preteen and like trying to like yeah.
It'd be cool. Be like, hey guys, what's up?
I'm cool. Oh no, I did an embarrassing thing. Yeah, I really liked Inside Out too. Very good. And then I rewatched Speed Racer on 4K, the live action movie.
Yeah. Dude.
Fuck, that hurts your eyes.
It's such a happy-go-lucky movie for me, man. Like,
it's so good though, but dude, there's too many colors in 4K. Like
too many colors. It hurt my. They're so vibrant.
It hurt my fucking eyes. But at the end of it, I was just like, hell yeah! As my eyes were fucking watering and red. It was so good. I watched the Amazon show Clarkson's Farm. I watched the 4th and the 5th season. The 5th season ended really sadly because they record this show like a year beforehand, and then they release it like the year after. So after the end of this current season, they ended it with essentially the announcement of the main host basically saying that he has prostate cancer. So it's just like, okay. Apparently he's doing okay, but he was going through radiation treatment and a bunch of other stuff to reduce the size. But yeah, Clarkson's Farm is genuinely really good, because it kind of gives you like an insight to like if you want to start a farm at like from essentially nothing and kind of go from there. But granted, at the fact that the main host is a guy that has a shit ton of money, he's essentially a kind of pretty much a millionaire. And and decided, let's create a farm. And then he creates a farm, and like it kind of gives you, like I said, like an insight to like, okay, what are the rules for like harvesting, and like what are the rules for like crop building, and like all this other stuff that like are regulations and all this other bits. And even then, like starting a farmer's market is like this whole fucking ordeal that you kind of have to go through. But it's a really interesting watch. It's on Amazon Prime. I really recommend it. I watched this movie called Marshmallow, which is this horror movie. It's pretty good. There's a twist that happens at the end, which I think is actually pretty well done. Saw this World War II movie called Anthropoid, which was essentially a movie about these spies that try to kill one of like Hitler's like right-hand men. Pretty good. Pretty sad outcome, but it is what it is. History. I watched The Sheep Detectives with Hugh Jackman. That was a cute movie.
Oh wait, is that the one where he gets kidnapped and then the sheep have to try to figure out what happened or something?
Yes. Well, not kidnapped, but yes, the sheeps have to become detectives.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally
Yeah,
the
okay,
title
forgot
of the movie. So the other thing that I watched,
Wait, hold on, sorry. For the cheap thing, did you see it in theaters or is it already out?
it's out. It's on Amazon.
Oh shit, okay.
I saw The Monkey by the director of Longlegs, but Evil Monkey. Well, Evil Toy Monkey, I should say. And then I watched Don't Breathe. I rewatched Don't Breathe. Still pretty much a solid movie. Don't Breathe, yeah.
No, I'm saying, did you breathe?
I did a little bit because I got interested because I'm like, oh yeah, they made a sequel, and I'm like, I don't know anything about the sequel. I didn't hear anything about Don't Breathe 2, so I'm probably gonna watch that at some point. But then after that, I was like, you know what? Let me go on HBO. Let me see what HBO has to offer, and I watched Citizen X, which is a dramatization of the first recorded serial killings in Soviet Russia. And it is an interesting watch because of the fact that like it kind of gets down to the nitty-gritty of Soviet Russia and like how crime was pursued during that period. And even then, to the point of like how people were prosecuted. Because essentially you're in the shoes of this character who was a mortician, and they were like, here, there's this serial killing case that you kind of stumbled across, so you're a detective. And then his trials and tribulations of trying to actually go and do police work while being in basically reviewed by a committee of Soviet leaders that essentially like deny him any access to do anything. And it sucks because it's like the story takes place throughout the course of like almost a decade before they were able to actually catch this guy, because essentially what allowed them to catch this guy was the downfall of the Soviet Union, which was like a crazy thing to actually like think about, of just like, if it wasn't for the downfall of this one particular government, they wouldn't have been able to catch this guy who's out killing kids and young women. So it's like this crazy fucking thing. It's a very good movie. And then I watched a John Woo movie called Bullet in the Head, which is like John Woo's interpretation of the Vietnam War that becomes a revenge movie halfway. Fucking batshit wild, insane movie, but I really love it because it's John Woo. And then I watched this depressing movie called Secret Sunshine. It's this Korean movie by this director that I know does depressing shit, so I should have like seen this. But I thought it was going to be a movie about this woman trying to recover from the loss of her husband. It's not that. It goes in a completely different direction where it's still equally fucked up and horrible. And it gets to the point where like they're like, you don't like, the sense of catharsis that happens at the end of this movie still makes you feel depressed as shit. 'Cause it's like, I don't know how to move past this. But it's a very good, like, if you want a depressing movie, I really recommend it. But man, I was not anticipating this fucking like bullshit this lady had to go through. Then after that, I watched the House of Saddam, which is a miniseries about Saddam Hussein and essentially the uprise and downfall of his dictatorship. And it was good. It was very good, very solid acting. And then I watched the Naked Gun remake / reboot movie with Liam Neeson. It was alright. I didn't hate it, but it was alright. And that is essentially it for stuff that I watched. I did it. That's Chonch. That's Chonch's 3 months that we've been gone. Do you want to talk about what you've been doing? Or what you played?
I don't remember jack shit, to be honest.
Is there anything that comes to mind?
There is actually one thing that when I was like randomly doom scrolling at one point in this show, I don't remember if it was Korean or Chinese. I believe it's called House Laundering. Let me just double check that. It's a movie. It's called Room Laundering.
Room laundering.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Because I saw like little snippets and whatnot on I think either Instagram. And it's from like little snippets. It's actually pretty funny. It's essentially an orphan girl who gets essentially not taken but like raised by her uncle because I believe her parents died. Where he essentially forces her to live in these abandoned or haunted houses, where he then sells those after she's there for like a week or whatever until the ghosts end up leaving. So she is able to see them and like talk to them and whatnot.
Okay.
But obviously, like at first, you can't like disclose that information because then you get more activity and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then her secret ends up getting out to the point
she could see ghosts.
that she could see and talk to them and whatnot. Because there was this one interaction where she goes into this one house where there is another lady who's been essentially murdered by someone. So the reason she's there is because she wants to essentially find who her killer is. Because how she died is she got stabbed, I believe, twice in the back by someone who followed her into her apartment. So she's upset. She ends up talking to the girl to try to figure out who the killer was. Something happens between her and the ghost to where she ends up drawing a sketch of who the attacker was. Goes to the next door neighbor who ends up calling the police and handing the police the sketch of the person, to where you find out that the person that did it was the cop that the neighbor handed the sketch over to.
Spoilers. Maybe I wanted to watch this.
Damn, yeah, but there's more to it than just me saying what it is.
Scott Dick coming out here being like, and Lion Jesus came out and arrested everyone.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Lion Jesus. All right, I'll watch this now.
But the thing is, like, I don't know where to watch it. It didn't specifically say where the.
It says on Amazon right now.
What?
Yeah. Oh, it says a subscription required. It's an add-on. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, Toku.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then you can watch
Yeah, it's
some episodes
It's only
of
6 episodes. Yeah.
Ultraman. Ultraman. Oh, Mike
it's not that long. It's only 25 episodes or 25 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'll probably
So
check
I
that
guess
out.
each episode is a different like house or situation that she's in.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, that's actually really funny because like it's kind of reminiscent of this manga that I read, Meiruko-chan.
Hmm.
Essentially, the premise is almost like that, where it's like this girl can see ghosts, but it's more of a comedy where like she sees them, but gives them no attention because she knows that like they're gonna try to scare her and shit. So she's like been living through this like for years, and it's kind of gotten to the point where it's just like there's really funny moments where like a very scary ghost like gets in front of her face, and she has to like completely ignore it so it doesn't like actually scare her. But there is like this interesting arc that happens where she starts, I think a dead person like comes in contact with her because of a serial killing that is occurring in her town. And the other added bit is that like apparently the serial killer got his kicks off killing cats, so she sees like a bunch of like little cat spirits like around, and she basically tries to solve this serial killer, and it's
I think yes, I think I know what you're talking about. Then someone ends up picking up a cat and like running away with it, so she follows him.
yeah, so like there's this little bit
okay.
where there's a little bit where she mistakes this guy who's covered in like scars and stuff like this, and it's all cat scratches, and the guy's a yakuza, but like the little turning point is that he's actually somebody that loves cats and like doesn't mind getting scratched. Yeah, and he doesn't mind getting scratched. So the other tidbit that I love from that manga is that there's a really goofy thing where she, I think, trying to get away from a ghost, so she ends up using the excuse of pro wrestling, and she's never been interested in pro wrestling or anything like that. So it's like this really goofy thing where she uses that as an excuse. So literally the last page of that chapter is her going to like a meet and greet for like a wrestler. And it's the funniest thing I keep thinking about, where like it was like a running gag for like a little bit, but like at the end of it, she goes to a meet and greet for like this old wrestler that she talks about. It's really funny. I should see whether or not like they actually finished it. I think there was an anime adaptation that came out for it, but like genuinely a really funny and great premise for that series, Miruko-chan. Really funny. But yeah, that the movie that you're talking about like sounds almost similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else you got?
I'm almost up to the part of rewatching One Piece where nothing happens.
Ah, filler.
It's not filler. Shut your face.
Ah, filler. Are you excited for the Netflix remake?
I mean, I'll probably watch it, see what the difference is between.
Well, I mean, they're going by the manga, so.
No, I know. I'm saying from the full to the shortened ones.
But they made Usopp white,
Stop.
and they made Robin white, and I don't like that. I like darker skin Robin. It was good. It was good times we had. They whitewashed Usopp. It's so crazy.
Dude was a tanned.
He was
person.
He was tanned, and then like I keep seeing like the new intros for like One Piece, and I see Usopp. I'm like, why is he white? God Usopp. I also really enjoyed that from Dressrosa.
Mm-hmm.
5-star God Usopp. So good. Love that
What
shit.
I still have yet to figure out is a man should have died 300 times over by now.
Oh yeah, no, like Usopp is I think is truly a comedy character, but there are moments where like I'm surprised, and like Usopp is not written in such a sense that like it feels one-handed most of the time, where it's just like, no, Usopp legitimately can hold his own. Like the establishment of Usopp being able to hold his own is the Kuro fight, and then eventually the Arlong Park shit where he's being chased, and then no, he can actually fight back. And then with the time skip stuff, you know, him being able to use warrior skills and shit like that,
And being super buff.
and getting abs being ripped for some reason, and then getting whitewashed.
After being fucking like 500 pounds
No,
during the time skip.
yeah, that too. But no, I genuinely like that little character arc that he has where he's lying to the Tontada people, and they're so gullible, and they're like, Usopp will never lie to us. Uso Land will never lie to us. And then and then he,
Lando. I forgot.
And then he runs away, and then they're getting beat to shit, and he's like, oh, like why are you making me do this? And they're like, Uso Land will never run away. And then Usopp is like, fuck, all right, I guess I'm doing this now. Yeah, that was good shit. Yeah, but that's also the thing about Usopp as well, is that like that's one of his character flaws, is that he's a fucking liar. He exaggerates things. So it's just like it gets to the point where it's just like he understands that he gets himself into those predicaments because he puts himself in those predicaments. So then he has to put up or shut up. So yeah, I like Usopp. But I love Robin more.
Sure.
I love Robin. I think
I like Chopper. Chopper's adorable.
that's my boy. That's everybody's boy. Love Chopper.
He needs to be protected at all times.
He needs to be. Can't wait for the interaction between Chopper and Robin in the live action. Can't wait.
I don't even want to think about the live action.
I would say just watch one episode, but yeah, it's a little weird. Because I'm
gonna hate it. I know that already.
Yeah, I want to say I hate it. It's just like I'm not in love with it as much as like other people are. But I mean, everybody on that show is hot, so it's just like, yeah, eye candy for me mostly. But it's weird because they just finished the third season. Now they finished shooting, so.
I saw I saw Luffy's actor just fucking going around the set, be like, "Congratulations, everybody! It's a wrap. We finished season 3.
He's
I'm going back to Mexico or whatever the fuck he said."
Yeah, he's pretty funny on social medias.
Yeah, he seems chill. He generally seems like a good dude, not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, everybody seems pretty alright, you know. It's funny because like the chick that plays Nami, Emily, what is her name? Emily. Shit, what is her name? She has the same last name as the guy who plays Ant-Man.
Oh,
even though they're not related.
Names.
Yeah, even though they're not related. I'm blanking out on his name right now.
Like I'm vividly seeing his face.
Rudd. Emily Rudd. Because his name is Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Okay.
She's actually like super like eco like conservation and stuff like that. Like she seems like a really nice person as well. Taz Skylar, the guy who plays Sanji, he's interesting because he is of Swedish descent, but he was born and raised in Spain. So he is fluent in Spanish.
Oh yeah, I've seen the videos where they're all talking like fluent Spanish.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
him and Iñaki, yeah, him and Iñaki are like talking to each other in Spanish, and it's really interesting. He's also very attractive. He's a very attractive man. But who if fucking like, I'm like, god damn! Every time I see him is Makenyu, the guy who plays Zoro. It's funny too because it's like I've been watching a lot of his dad's stuff because his dad is a very popular and very well known actor in Japan.
Mhm.
So it's just like I didn't know that was his son, and then it's just like it's crazy because it's like there's pictures of him before when he was a teenager, and it's just like he was a very like skinny teenager, and then like him now with fucking huge bulky arms, and I'm like, oh my god, it's wild.
He's super swole.
He's super swole, and then like the girl who plays Robin, oh my god, she's a model from I think either Russia or Romania, I forget where, but like gorgeous woman, just gorgeous. Yeah, everybody's just pretty and attractive. That's pretty much that show. Yeah, man, fucking One Piece. The One Piece is real. But
Yeah.
I gotta get through Just Rosa and then get to Zoe and then Whole Cake Island.
Okay. Ooh.
Question, is Zoe where they reveal stuff about Sanji?
No, there's the. I believe it's Whole Cake.
Oh, it's Whole Cake where they... Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, when they start doing the whole Germa thing.
Okay, got it. But yeah. Good. That's all I can say. Funny enough, I've been watching like some clips of Hunter x Hunter, and I'm like, man,
Mm-hmm.
I really want to rewatch that show. That and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I'm like debating on rewatching.
Brotherhood is such a good show.
Oh my god, every fucking time I think about that moment where Ed gets to the door of truth and he sees withered Al, and then he gets taken back through the door, and then he punches through and is like, I'm coming back for you. And it's like, oh, that shit's so good. It's so good. I have you watched the new series? What is it called? Shadows of Demons? What the fuck is it called?
Hmm?
The thing by the creator of Full Metal Alchemist? Demons of the Shadow Realm? Or Daemons of the Shadow Realm?
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen
Where
it
the
yet.
kid's trapped in the. Okay, never mind.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm curious on that because I've been hearing kind of mixed things about it, but I'll see. It's certainly no Full Metal Alchemist because nothing can be.
I'm trying to think of how to word this. It's definitely not what it seems when you start watching it.
Okay, all right. I'll probably watch it at some point, but I'm trying to get through other shit that I'm watching, obviously, because I've been really meaning to get back into anime a lot
Mhm.
more because it's just like I remember I finished Ranking of Kings, but I didn't watch the sequel series, and it's just like, but then there's a part of me that like I kind of want to rewatch Ranking of Kings, so I feel connected to these characters again. And it's just like rewatching other stuff and then new stuff that got announced because like the new Ghost in the Shell show got released on Amazon Prime, where it's essentially Ghost in the Shell, but it's following the manga specifically. Because
Mhm.
the movie did its kind of its own different thing, and even then the other anime series did its own different thing. So this is purely based on the source material, which I'm very, very curious about. And it's by the animators that did Dandadan. So it's like, and there's also that I gotta watch, where like I haven't seen the new season of Dandadan.
You haven't seen season 2.
No.
Bruh.
I only saw like maybe like 2 episodes of season 2 where they just beat the Mongolian worm thing,
Mhm.
and that's basically it. I haven't gotten far into it.
You need to watch it.
Yeah.
There's an episode that's sick.
And there's also a part of me that actually wants to like go back and rewatch Chainsaw Man and then actually watch the Reze movie.
Ah, dude, it's so good.
It sucks because like I hear not good things about the end of Chainsaw Man. It's unfortunate.
No, it's upsetting.
Yeah, it sucks. But
Like, oh god, just
no, that
Reze, the movie just you're like, "Oh,
I-
why can't that just happen? He
I read-
deserves it.
I read that first arc of Chainsaw Man, and it's genuinely fucking fantastic. It's a
Mhm.
great fucking first arc. And then I hear the second arc goes in interesting places, and then it kind of falters at the end, and I'm like, that's really unfortunate because like it was a lot of good shit that's happening in this.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's just same thing with like Demon Slayer, like stuff that I watched and like have not kept up with that gotta get back into it somehow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The movie was. The movie was pretty good. Definitely a lot of shit goes down in the movie. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. That Reze specific that arc specifically is like one of the best parts of that pre-time skip Chainsaw Man.
I was talking about the
the
Hashira,
Demon Slayer movie.
Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of shit happens in the movie.
You know where I'm at, and I know where I'm at.
Hmm.
The Mugen Train.
Mm.
Because I remember when that got announced, and I was like, I'll watch it some point, and then I never did.
Mugen Train's are still pretty good.
Yeah. Because I'm debating on whether or not to watch the movie or watch the televised like series.
It's literally the movie just dissected into parts.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, either way, Ufotable, the animation studio, does a really good job in making really nice scenes. Yeah. Yeah, man. And it's funny too, because like the last thing that I watched on Crunchyroll was Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider.
Mm.
Genuinely a fucking banger ass soundtrack. Genuinely really fucking good. It's by Teddy Lloyd. Teddy Lloyd did the music for Panty and Stocking, and he did a remix of like the original Kamen Rider theme to make it like electronic. I was surprised how fucking good that theme is. I still recommend it. Even if like you don't have any like knowledge of Kamen Rider, it does a pretty good job explaining that like, yeah, Kamen Rider was this superhero that people really liked in Japan, and there's one guy who really fucking liked it, and yeah, he just wanted to always be a Kamen Rider. It's like One Punch Man, but with Kamen Rider. Funny enough. And yeah, it's just everybody is great in that show. All the side characters are really interesting and funny. And then the fucking soundtrack is a fucking banger. I was surprised how much I really liked it. But I have a bias, obviously.
Mm.
And then I tried getting back into Ultraman as well, because I have a bunch of Ultraman series that like I've been meaning to really get into. I got into Ultraman X, and now I'm trying to get into the Ultraman season before that, Ginga. And then I hear Ultraman gets like pretty alright for the most bit, but like I would have to go into like a deep explanation as to like why I'm really mixed on Ultraman, but yeah, it's good for what it is. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Oh!
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that is.
This is the Steam controller.
Wow.
Brought to you by Steam and Blue Chew. Me and Howler were talking about it before, and I showed it to him. It's actually pretty good. Like ergonomically, it's actually like pretty comfortable. It has also the back buttons as well, and then the little puck comes with it, little magnetic puck.
What up with the touchpads on the? Is that like? Yeah, those things.
These are mouse pads.
Mm.
Do you ever see what the Steam Deck looks like?
It's a giant square.
Yeah, with like the pads. So essentially these
No.
Okay. Well, essentially these act as like the mouse. So like, let's say you're on your couch with your PC hooked up to your TV and you don't want to get up and, grab your mouse and move it around and stuff like that. You just use these. It has click functions and yeah, pretty much scrolling as well. And then for some games that like require a mouse and keyboard, you can essentially, rebind everything and these still work as like the mouse. So you can still technically play like mouse and keyboard games on this.
Interesting.
Yeah. I've been futzing around with that. Not as much as I would like, but a good amount. I've been playing, funny enough, Invincible Versus on this, and it, fighting game with the Steam controller, and it's actually pretty responsive for the most part. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for you, Wesley.
Bueno.
All right, nothing else you want to add?
I don't think. I mean, not really. Nothing crazy is going on besides that whole internet thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot to mention I'm playing shit, what is it called? Hold on. Legend of Zelda Age of Calamity? The Zelda Warriors game.
Mhm.
I started playing that and it's pretty fun. Playing on my Switch 2.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Dude, I really wish I don't get drained so fast playing the Switch compared to everything else.
Like, what do you mean? Like
Like I could be playing on my PlayStation. I could be playing, for example, Destiny for like 8 hours straight, and then not get tired of it.
but for some reason
But
the
then,
Switch drains you? Like you feel
yeah, but like I
fatigued
could
from
be
it?
playing the Switch for like an hour, and I'd be like, I'm so fucking tired of this.
It's weird because, like, for me, the Switch was kind of like that for me as well, the original Switch. But with the Switch 2, it's just like I'm like debating whether or not, like, should I play on my Steam Deck or should I play on my Switch 2? Literally first world problems. But it's like this thing of like the Switch 2 needs something in order for me to actually like, really want to go back and play it. Funny enough, this was a game that I played that I was telling Haller that I finished was Metroid Dread, a Metroidvania. And playing Metroid Dread on the Switch 2 was just like, this is the thing that's making me go back and forth with this thing a lot more. And now it's like Age of Imprisonment because that game runs better on the Switch 2 compared to the original Switch. So it's performance shit that's really there. But I got my copy of Star Fox, and I've been meaning to check that out. And then a bunch of other like Switch 2 games, like I got Donkey Kong, obviously Pokopia, fucking Yakuza 0, the director's cut. So I'm gonna check that out at some point. And I'm trying to think what else. I think that's basically it for like Switch 2 games. And then the game that I got with the Switch 2 was Mario Kart. Yeah. So I haven't played Mario Kart yet, so we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know why I'm still debating on trying to get when it comes out the Legend of Zelda remake.
Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
That's my first Zelda.
Because I did end up playing it and like finishing it, I think on the
honestly
on the DS or 3DS or something like that.
That's how I played it, yeah. That's how I played it. Still a banger of a game though.
No, the game's fucking good, yeah.
It rocks. It's such a good game. Have you played Majora's Mask yet or no?
I remember I did end up playing it, but like I didn't get into it as much as I did with the other one.
Yeah. Tonally, Majora's Mask is like a lot darker. But I like what it does mechanically, where it's like essentially you have 3 days to figure shit out, or not. It resets. Did you get anything on the Steam sale?
No, I had no internet.
Damn, dude, you have no cell service. You couldn't buy it through the app.
Cell service is asked after you use.
You couldn't go.
Use 50 gigs.
You couldn't go to your local library and open up Steam over there. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair enough. I didn't get that much on Steam. I pretty much like got like some bullshit stuff, and now that I'm seeing there's a cat game that I wanted to get that I forgot to get. But yeah, essentially, what the fuck did I get? Recently added to library. Oh, Creature Kitchen, Crosscode, Duke Nukem 3D, Rackcoin, which is like this little raccoon coin game. Redacted, which is this prequel game to Callisto Protocol. And then some DLC stuff. That's basically it.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what I did. All right. So that's it for the podcast. We did it.
Yeah.
Yay. All right. I'm going to go pee.
Best.
Brought to you by Blue Chew. All right. Bye-bye.
Jesus.